Hi,
Blast
hello.
off.
We are live.
Well, we are blasting.
I mean, she won wrong.
You're not
3, 2, 1,
wrong.
blast off.
Yeah.
That's pretty normal.
How's everyone doing out there tonight?
Hold on.
It's hot.
You said meowdy?
Yeah,
Yes,
meowdy.
Like howdy, but like a cat.
But from a cat.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
Yep.
well, Mielo,
I don't think it works the
Meow.
same.
Mellow.
Watermelon.
Yeah.
Miola?
Well,
No,
that just
I'm
sounds like
trying-
you're saying a name of an East German girl. It's like-
Me and Miola.
yeah, this
We
is
make
my
dumplings
girlfriend,
for him.
Miola.
I can hear it.
Make
She's from
dumplings for
old
hay.
country.
Yeah. Uh-oh, Scott putting down the law real early.
Jesus
Now
Christ,
that you
thing
said
got
that
up.
you're gonna summon them.
Yeah, no, you're only summoning it. You're only pulling attention to it. We were going to be fine. We weren't going to be fine.
No. Fucking Miami made Shane look at stuff yesterday, and Shane was like, "You have to stop showing me this stuff." He was like, "I am very, very uncomfortable," and he's just like, "Yeah, but look at this one."
I'm a Nazi for work.
Shane's old enough to have like grown up with those movies. Like that
Yeah.
that hits a childhood for him. For us, these are movies that have been out like in our adult lives. I don't know how old Mike is, but
like he's 28.
all right, so
So,
that's a little like his teenage years probably. I don't
Yeah,
know.
no, Jordan got real excited about one character, and I don't remember who the fuck it was. And
There was a
then,
lot
like,
of characters.
It's
Mike was
Shantae,
like,
the
"Oh."
half genie hero.
no, that wasn't even the one. He was like, "It's
You
this
knew
thing,"
that
and
one?
he's
Yeah, I
no,
wouldn't know who Shantae
no,
is.
because I don't know who that is, and I'm sure Mike doesn't know. But like,
I know
he did talk
Ashante.
I know Ashante.
Ashanti, the singer, who's no
Yeah, I
longer
know
a
Ashanti.
singer.
Well,
Yeah,
I,
just
I
being
knew I
annoying.
knew someone in real life named Ashante.
Oh.
Anyway, it was the Kim Possible villain.
Oh, Shigo.
Hmm.
That
Oh
was the
yeah.
one that you got very excited about, and Mike
The black
showed
and
me a
green
photo,
chick.
and I was like,
Yeah.
I don't know what this is, but I don't want to know what this is.
I know
Like,
two things about that character. One, in the Kim Possible universe, did not know she was a villain. Two, hot cosplay girls like her a lot.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
Those are the two things I know.
No. I know that there's a show called Kim Possible.
Yes. Yes, there was.
yeah.
That's it. That's my
I-
knowledge.
I know
Yeah,
that.
you gotta call her and reach her.
Yeah,
Buddy
she's
named Ron.
she's your basic average
Is that the
girl,
side
and she's
chick?
here to save the world. You can't stop her because she's Kim Possible. There's nothing she can't
back-
do.
Back
Does
when
he
the
have a-
intro sang the plot.
Yes.
Does her redheaded friend? Did he have like a
He had a-
marmot as a friend? Like
He had a
had
naked
a
mole
mole
rat. It's a naked
Yeah,
mole
naked
rat.
mole
Yeah,
rat.
that's right.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
Some of
and
these
that-
I
things
knew there
don't
was
know
some
why
sort
I
of
know.
like a weasel or some sort of thing.
Yeah.
one of my favorite
Yeah.
things
Yeah.
about the show
Weasel
is that
family.
Ron Stoppable, the guy who has a naked mole rat named Rufus, he's also voiced by Will Friedle, Batman Beyond.
Wait. Is her last name Possible?
Yes.
Yeah.
And her
Yeah.
best
And
friend's
his
name is
last name
Ron
is-
Stoppable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have a cousin named Justin Credible.
Did Steph just teleport?
No,
Oh,
I
she's
just
back.
I dropped something, so I need to go
Dropped
pick
her
it
ice
up.
cream.
It's
Five
like-
second roll.
Steph's just like,
I wish I had more space to do that. I don't have enough space here.
I did some
We were-
rearranging in my room. I've got a little more space now.
right
Look, I'm
on.
not immediately
Nice.
touching the green screen.
Oh,
Oh.
dude, you need to do that with some sort of like spirally thing. So he's like, looks like you're fucking-
It's actually a
Green
pain in the
screen,
butt
right?
to
Yeah.
find like high res large GIFs.
Oh, I'm sure.
Nobody really like not
Mm.
enough people really make them, or at least for what I'm looking for.
That's why I
Yeah.
don't use a GIF, baby. Just make a video.
Yeah, Corm, that
learning
was
to do
brought
that.
up a lot actually. Some of them were taken down immediately after viewing because
Oh,
of
yeah.
that
I
specific
took
reason.
a few down. I was like, oh
True.
no.
Yeah.
We don't want this.
Also was said a lot was like Corm would hate all of this.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
a-
yeah.
that was
Oh
another
yeah,
thing we
yeah.
said.
You were very much on our mind a lot.
Beck, Thank you for the suggestion. I only know Reddit by the links that are sent to me.
Yes.
Like
I-
Me
TikTok.
too.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
My Reddit experience is the same exact method as my TikTok experience. I only know what people send to me. I do not know how to work it otherwise.
I don't
Pretty
know.
simple.
My TikTok started doing something really weird. Like, there's a lot of things sometimes I want to send, like Anthony or like Steph,
Yeah.
and I'll
Mhm.
go to do it, and it will just send a random video. Like, it stopped sending the specific thing I want to send.
Oh.
I don't know if maybe
Hmm.
they take it down and it just chooses to send something else. Like, I've sent stuff to Scott before, and he'll be like, "Why did you send me a picture of a guy dancing with a puppy?" I was like, "I didn't. I sent you this man chopping food and then throwing it in a hippo." And he's like, "No, that's not what came." And I'm like, "Cool."
I think I remember. Yeah, that's happened to us.
Yeah,
in
and
our,
I'm
in our
just like,
private chat.
"Why?" I'm
Maybe
just like, "Yeah,
it was
I'll
just
send you guys
TikTok.
something," and you're like, "Yeah."
Maybe it's just TikTok being shitty. It's just like, no, you can't. Don't send these links outside of TikTok. It has to all be inside of TikTok.
We're too busy stealing all
That's
your
what I've been
info.
doing. I've been
Yeah.
saving it and then sending it. That, yeah, they suggested that a proper thing.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, but that's an extra step. Like that new thing Google's
Yeah.
doing where I can't just save a photo now like I used to. I have to go into the web page and save it. And I'm like, why? Why are you making me do an extra
I
step?
find that to only be an issue sometimes, and I think
Oh,
that's
every
that's
time
Oh.
for me.
I think that depends on
Hmm.
how that image is embedded into the original website,
Oh,
gotcha.
that it comes
Okay.
up or doesn't.
Is that just an
I'm
Apple
every
thing
time.
or?
Maybe. I don't know.
No, because I've had that problem with my computer trying to like grab
Yeah.
images or something. Like it won't let me get like if I try and like literally drag and drop or right click save, it'll
Oh,
make a
yeah.
link or like a
Yeah.
shortcut
I
link
know what you're talking about
to
now. Okay.
the thing
Hmm.
instead of
Yeah.
the picture.
You should probably, if you're using a PC, right click and save image as instead of save as, because save as is just saving the link, but save image as is saving the image itself.
Hmm.
Either way,
Yeah.
it's an extra step that wasn't
Yeah.
there 6 months ago that now I have to do. I'm just like,
Yeah.
a lot of times I just screen grab and then edit. I'm like, this is actually quicker than
That's
trying
my
to go
thing
through
now
your
with,
fucking
like,
website.
Is it though?
Yeah.
Facebook,
Is it
because
though?
I'll like want to
Yeah.
right click and just send to Messenger, and then it'll take you to the group, and then it says that you're not part of the group. So then I go back and then I screenshot and then I go in and then I send it because it's too many
Yup.
steps. Yeah.
Hmm.
It's
Stupid.
annoying.
Yeah.
Since we're talking about like social media type stuff, I have a new favorite website, and it's called Nextdoor.
Oof.
Oh, you should
Never
stay
heard of
off
it.
next door, dude. Like, no.
But-
Steph, you should not know this. I think this could be an obsession for you.
I
No.
got an email today. I started reading, and I was like, no, I have to read this whole thing, and now I have to read it to you all.
How racist is your neighborhood?
Well, hold on, pause. Before Jordan reads it, let's explain to Steph what Nextdoor is.
No,
Also
okay.
to anyone who doesn't know what it
Good
is.
point, good point.
So
Thank you.
Nextdoor is basically a social media platform that's designed to be, oh, I live in this area. So you and everyone in your neighborhood would sign up for Nextdoor, and you'd be in that neighborhood. So everyone could just gossip amongst themselves within your neighborhood.
You only see
Someone
and
left their
communicate.
radio on for over 6 hours at the corner of blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Did anyone else notice this? And then someone responds, yes, also there was a man walking his dog. Does he live in the area? You know,
He was black.
yeah, he was a black individual. Does anyone know who this
I wonder.
black individual was?
It ends up being
Yeah.
racist most of the time.
Yeah, a lot of people just
from
telling
what I've heard.
themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Steph.
I had it during the pandemic
Yeah.
because there was not a lot of information. I got rid of it about 6 weeks in because I was like, oh, I'm on this too much. Like, I was like, nope, I'm good. Nothing
If
is
you're
that
one of those
important.
people who like loves the drama, then
Yeah.
yeah, like those people get drawn into
Oh, yeah.
like
And it's, on,
stalking next door.
and it's on such a micro level. Like,
Like
Well,
already
Jordan-
do that with like my area's Facebook page.
yes,
Like
yes.
everyone talks about not my area, but like the County, the area I live in.
Town.
Yeah.
The town I live in, they have Facebook pages, and everyone will be like, "Oh, so did you see so and so at the corner of this?" And then we all like, "Oh, do you remember that crack house? They finally renovated it, and look how much it's worth now." It's like shit like that, where it's just like, "Oh yeah, there was so many weirdos around that place." Or
Yeah,
just
if you're
a bunch of little
into
things,
if you're in a Facebook
which is
group
wild.
that is
Yeah.
like X, that is your neighborhood, X group, like San Diego group, then
Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
it is
yeah.
very much the same thing as that, just detached from all the Facebookness. It is just the people who are in that community all talking shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Beck, I feel I do love gossip. Needed a y'all on the end of that.
I'll probably also post this thing in Discord. I don't have any like identifying stuff in it, but I'm gonna read it verbatim. I'm not gonna edit it at all.
Thank you. That's how we would like it.
Hi neighbors, can you please help me? I am worried. I believe my wife is intentionally trying to get me sick off the food that she's making. Food poisoning, is it a crime? I have been sick from her cooking like a lot, no joking, probably 75% of the time. I eat the food I get sick for the past 2 years. Yesterday for dinner, she made hamburgers with her mom, my son, and I. We were in the backyard playing. We got called in to go eat, washed up, sat down. I ate. I took a bite of my burger, and blood just came pouring out of the burger. But all of their burgers were fine. Her mom said, "Oh, it's okay. She did not mean to." I heard one of them on the phone shortly after I left the room laughing and giggling, saying that we put 2 patties together and burned it outside to a crisp, then saying that, oh, he was acting like a big baby. Now I see the burger taken out of the trash that was thrown away and put in a Ziploc bag in the fridge. I barely ever get sick from McDonald's, but my wife, it feels like I'm always sick from it. Also, for some reason, when my son and I stay home and hang out for the day while she goes to work, he has diarrhea and doesn't feel well.
That's it?
That's it.
I just don't.
At first I thought, yo, this is like Munchausen by proxy. But
Yeah.
like if she's laughing at him, then she's just clowning this fucking dude and he needs to get a divorce.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, you guys are. I was like, that's your wife. What the hell?
Also, maybe just ask her.
Oh no, yeah,
feel
she's
like
calling
she'd
him a baby.
deny.
Yeah, she now, all right. This whole like a bit of burger and like blood thing. Is it like, did your mouth bleed? Because that's one thing.
Yeah.
Was it like red juices? Because that's not blood. That's just the water they put into meat.
It's probably that.
I would like you to be specific in what you're complaining about.
But if it poured out, that's a lot.
But what if it was just a
what's your
juicy
definition
burger?
of poured
Yeah.
out? Like you bit it and then just like it faucet, or like what?
But it's like it's pink water or it's blood. These are two very
those
different
two
things.
have
Yeah.
a different consistency
Yeah.
Yes.
that are very distinctive in taste.
Yeah. And one you should call the police on.
Yes.
The other is just rare.
Yeah. But
Does the person wait? Does the husband just not know how to cook themselves? And
Apparently
Yeah.
not.
Also,
this is
yeah.
all the information I got, guys. This is it.
No, we know. We're just.
Oh yeah, no,
this
we're
is
just
now-
speculating. This,
Yeah,
this
I
is
mean-
us building the board with yard.
Now, did you
know,
respond with more questions?
No.
Yeah,
Like,
is it
you should.
anonymous?
When
Or
I
do you
first saw
have,
it,
like a thing you
like when I first saw it, I was like, I'm gonna take a screenshot right now, because right when I did that, like I started scrolling down, looking at comments, then I went back and refreshed, and I was gone forever. I was like, ha! I still got the screenshot though.
Have you responded to any
No.
of the posts on Nextdoor?
God no.
All right, that's kind of what I thought you'd be doing here.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm
but,
just a fly
just
on the
wanted to
wall.
confirm. Yeah,
Oh no, I don't think Jordan would do that.
probably not.
Yeah.
But like we have questions, and sometimes curiosity just takes over, and you're just like, well, I'm just gonna
But
put a little
Niall,
quick
on the other
question in
hand?
here.
Niall likes all them reality shows. This is reality outside his house.
It's true. It's true.
This is real reality.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy needs a divorce.
Yeah.
like that.
Or lots of therapy.
I mean, who
both.
don't like,
Mhm.
but also both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, I've
that's
thought about
ridiculous.
during the pandemic, the last couple months, the store has just been getting more crazy with people like asking weird questions. And sometimes I'll just get like a string of them right in a row. I'm like, I can't, there's no matter, I don't have any proof that this shit happened. And I wanted to start like a weird TikTok where he just kind of like, today someone came in and said this. Problem is, people might see that and know it's
And then
them,
it's-
and I'm like, I don't
And
need
then
that
it's
kind
a
of
quick
nonsense in
skit
my
of
world.
like you behind
Yeah,
the counter,
that's fair.
and then you with a wig on the other side.
Yes,
of the
it was gonna be
counter.
one of those. Yeah,
Ooh,
yeah.
I know the perfect
Time
thing,
for-
Leland.
Please,
Quick time
please
for a
make
restaurant
those.
story. You know, one of those.
Please make those.
I know the perfect thing. Twitter. You don't just like saw someone today. This is what happened. Boom. That's a tweet. Mm-hmm.
I almost did that forever ago.
Plus, your name is Mild Chuckles.
Corbin says you with a folded shirt on your head to indicate that I'm a different person.
Yeah, like that's your long hair, like you drape a towel or like a coat over your head. Yeah, I even made a Twitter account like shit, maybe close to 10 years ago, where I was just going to take the things my roommates were saying out of context.
I
I
remember
don't think
when
anybody
you wanted to do this.
Yeah, I don't think anybody in
Mm.
chat knows. But Jordan and Steph, you remember my roommates Nick and Shy.
Yes.
Yeah.
These two guys were just on their computer. That was it.
Oh,
Everything
yeah.
they did that did not exist outside the house for work or whatever reason outside the house was the computer. They did not watch TV unless it was on the computer, and they only played video games.
I remember when we were moving you out of that place, they did not leave their computers.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
walked in the house and out of it. Not once was like a.
Unfazed.
Yeah.
They sit 10 feet from each other, and they both got the headsets and
I
everything.
remember that.
And they don't even always play the same game together. Sometimes they are.
Yeah.
And that was like a better situation because then I could understand when things were said out loud because I am watching the TV 10 feet from them in the living room. If they're playing the game together, then like, okay, if I hear something and just call response, okay, that makes sense. Sometimes they just said other things randomly that made no sense. And especially if one of them was getting particularly heated, they were just yelling things. And because I'm just sitting here hearing random spouts of not even vulgarity, because I get vulgarity. I understand just being mad and cursing at shit. But like just nerd rage. Those were the things I'm like, these are weird strings of words that should be shared out into the world. But as I was, no, it was never a racism or anything like that. They're good dudes. They're just super nerds. But as I was like, I made the Twitter account. I'm like, okay, let's start paying attention. Let's start keeping tabs of what they're saying. Like they never did it enough. I felt to be like worth it, which was kind of like one of the big reasons I never followed through with it. I'm like they're not saying enough shit that is good in a tweet. They're just like a lot of it is just nonsense or like you got to be there or you got to know them or whatever. I forget kind of how we got to that.
Next. Okay, I can build off something.
Oh, well, you were talking about the weird shit that you were hearing in the store.
Yeah.
Right, and I was just saying I wanted to do something with it, but I don't know what. But Jordan or Steph, one of you three people said something about a crack house in a joke, and it made me think of something.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I knew someone said it. So I want to say I spoke about it here because I don't know why I wouldn't. About maybe a month ago, do y'all remember I said there was a fire down the street from my dad's house and it burned down the house and the cops were called. It was a whole thing. Remember all this?
Yes.
I think so, yeah.
Okay. Update just to remember, there was a house fire about 6 houses from my house or my dad's house. They found out that the guy in there was being evicted, so he blocked the driveway with a bunch of cars. And then they had to break down the door, but he had barricaded himself in the door, and then the house burned down. They didn't know, they assumed he had like a Molotov cocktail situation going, and that's why the house burned down. And when they found his body, it was all burned to a crisp. And
Oh
his
God. Okay,
girlfriend
he died. I was
Oh,
just
no,
like,
he's
where
dead.
is he
Yeah,
in this
yeah.
story? Oh, okay.
So, and then so additional information has been received. So my father went down there a couple weeks back and spoke to someone who was working on the house. And because, my dad, because he used to be a firefighter, and the fire department still comes around, and he knows these guys still. So he gets like all the juicy gossip. Like he has no fucking care about it. But so like, excuse me, apparently not those cars that were barricaded in the front yard were fucking straight up dirty bombed, booby trapped.
Ooh,
And no one
shit.
hit them. Like the cops and the fire department, it was just sheer happenstance that they did not trigger any of the oops. And we're talking like dirty bombs with the like the bottles with the nails and shit in it.
Yeah.
Like and the guy, he did burn to death, yes. After apparently he Kurt Cobained himself in the bathroom, they found that out later because the body, once they got the body out, I guess looked at it, and they noticed, oh, there's half a head here.
Wow.
And then my dad says sometimes when he walks the dog, you can hear things going on inside because it's all like, barricaded. They got wood up and stuff.
Yeah.
The whole house burned the fuck down.
Yeah.
But you can
Yeah.
hear shit moving around in there. And I was like, what is that? He goes, oh, it's the homeless people. They're getting in there and getting the
Oh.
copper out of all the pipes and shit. Like they're raiding it. And then, and I was just like, wow, that's wild. That's 6 houses from your house, sir. Like, it's like-
Yeah.
Jeez.
I saw it last Monday. I was like, that is a piece of shit burned out house. Like it is just gross.
Oof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oof.
I was like, damn. Scavengers. Yeah, that's a better word than raiders.
It's like Tomb Raiders, but like not as old of homes.
But they're just
That's
old,
nuts.
gross, bearded white men that talk themselves, but they're still wearing the Laura Croft outfit, which is really weird.
Well, yeah, like you need
Hmm.
something with like a high inseam so you can squat down without your pants catching. 'Cause
True.
getting
Yeah.
getting that
True.
copper pipe and pulling the copper wire, sometimes you got to get low center of gravity to really get a good pull on that. Because like the copper
And the tank top is
soft.
just,
'cause it gets
fashion
hot.
and it's hot.
It's
Yeah.
it's fashion and function.
multi-purpose.
Yeah.
It's multi-purpose.
Just like I love most about that James Bond movie with Denise Richards, how they put her in that outfit. Like she's dressed like Tomb Raider, and you're like, you're a nuclear physicist.
Yeah.
yeah.
The fact that that bitch can't say it, let alone spell it properly, but like you put this on, and you're like, yep, this is what a nuclear physicist would wear.
I mean the double Desert Eagles
midriff.
was a little much, but
What was that thing I heard about Denise Richards recently? It's like either her daughter
She's had a life.
or herself. They have an OnlyFans.
Who?
I don't know.
Okay,
I mean, I
Yeah.
wouldn't be surprised.
I would assume
Random
she
tidbit I
has.
heard.
I think she's doing okay.
Yeah.
Still, I would assume.
Both says
Yeah,
back.
she's probably doing okay with royalties, just depending on what her lifestyle is.
No, I mean royalties. She's on one of those Beverly Hills shows. Also,
Is she?
alimony from Charlie Sheen because she had 2 kids with him.
Oh, that's
Mm.
right.
So like, and he's like still fucking loaded.
Yeah, he got
so-
that 2.5 Men money. Like he can't gross away all of that money that he's just taking in every month.
Well, and then was
And
he
cocaine's
did
a hell of a
that
drug.
show on. And then he did that show on FX where he was paid like $20 million, like for 3 seasons of something.
He did
Like,
something else after all
yeah,
that?
after 2.5 Men, like FX had him for like a weird 3-season sitcom where he was paid like an exorbitant amount of money.
Wow.
Yeah,
Weird.
FX making a rare miss.
yeah, yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, not everything can be Res Dogs or
what we do in
the
shadows.
Yeah.
Oh.
Which comes back
Uh,
next week.
Yeah, I'm hyped for it. And Res Dogs got renewed. Like, took them a while to officially announce it,
Oh,
but Res
there's
Dogs.
you didn't see the trailer? They're dropping like this month too.
Yeah, it's coming soon, but I
Yeah.
didn't
Oh,
hear
wow.
about a renewal for a while.
Oh yeah, that happened right after
Yeah.
the first season.
Oh,
yeah.
then I missed when it happened, and I just
Yeah, it's
kind
all
of sat
good.
there hoping. Yeah,
I
I'm
watched
excited
a
for
little bit
all
of the
that.
trailer and I stopped watching. It was like, no. I want to
Gotta stay pure.
I want to enjoy this one just as is because this
Yeah.
show's too good.
Yeah,
It's
Yeah.
so good.
I'm excited for all that.
I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes when I'm by myself and I'm just kind of like having Leland thoughts, I'll say, "What up, white Jesus?" Just like Billy Jack does in that show, or not? Is it Billy Jack?
Willie Jack.
Willie Jack.
Yeah.
And I giggle to myself
Yes.
because that it was a great episode. She's looking at that. She goes, "Sup, white Jesus."
That show's so good.
It is.
Um,
yeah.
good.
Speaking of which, though, I did watch all of Stranger Things.
Ooh.
I did
Yeah.
watch
Yeah.
the 2 movies
yeah.
that
Yeah.
that are part 2 of the first 4 movies that is this whole season.
Yeah.
That last one, they could have. Ooh, they had that Lord of the Rings ending, man. Like, I was just like,
Yeah.
I was like, you all could have cut 20, 30 minutes out of this fucking thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently,
Good though.
apparently that's also going to happen
It was
in season 5.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good though. Like
No
we
spoilers
won't say
for Stranger
anything.
Things,
Yeah, we won't
obviously.
spoil
No
anything.
spoilers.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, yeah. No, it's all good.
This
Spoilers
ain't
free.
Morbius. People care about this.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I was really into it, and for as long as those episodes are, with the exception of the kind of Lord of the Ringsy end, it moves quickly. I never really felt bogged down, and I binged
Oh,
them.
yeah.
I think
Yeah.
it would have been better if they released them weekly, or
Yeah.
like maybe even like 2 a week or something. Just stretch it out a little bit, because I did the first
Yeah.
half of the season in like 2 days.
Yeah.
Like I just
Yeah.
binged
Oh,
some
yeah.
and then finished the next day. People need to not be shitty to the guy who plays Argyle.
Motherfucker
Yeah,
just
I didn't know-
disappeared.
Huh?
Disappeared.
What do you mean?
He just was there, and then was not there.
He's
Oh.
the fucking
Did he leave?
chauffeur. Like
Yeah.
he doesn't
Sure,
need his own.
No, but
10-minute
here's the
ending.
thing. Did they? I mean, every other ancillary character got 20-minute ending. Why not get one with Murray and Argyle to know that they made it home okay?
Well, Argyle was just in the woods, just like playing with shit. Well, when everyone like reunioned.
As far as we know, he's still there.
we don't need to get into that. I don't want to go too far on anything. But I didn't know anyone was being shitty about Argyle. Like he's a
didn't know
goofball of
that.
a character. And
Yeah.
I get why he may be annoying to some people, but like
Oh, he annoyed me, but I didn't hate him.
but overall, like his character is like
Oh.
genuine, and the actor who plays them, I think, did a fantastic job at
Yep.
like being that guy with also
That
without
character
being
is just that, or that character ain't that just him? Because I've seen another movie.
It was that movie where he got his dick cut off.
Yeah, and it's
What?
the eggplant emoji movie. If you've ever seen it on Netflix, there's just like a little eggplant emoji.
Hang on, let
I
me
kinda
find.
remember that.
That's the name of the movie, Eggplant Emoji.
No. It's called. I don't think it's called eggplant.
Okay,
I
his name is
forgot what it was
Eduardo
called.
Franco for
The
one.
picture
Okay.
is
Let
just
me
like
get the movie.
an eggplant emoji. I remember
he's
that.
typecast. He's just playing the same guy.
I mean, good for him. He was good at
what
it.
is
I just
that?
don't
Yeah.
like that kind of person in life. So it's just like, I'm good.
Seth, it's
but
called The
you're fine in the
Package.
movie.
The package.
The
But it has an eggplant
movie.
emoji, right?
No, it's just called The Package.
No, the promotional stuff
Oh.
was
Yeah, was it purple?
was an
eggplant.
eggplant.
Oh,
I kind of
yeah.
remember that whole
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
promotional.
because the whole thing
garbage.
happened first 15 minutes of the movie. That's the inciting incident is the dick getting cut off.
But like,
Mm.
I just assumed that's just like it's just like Kevin Hart in movies. Like Kevin Hart is just Kevin Hart in most movies.
Granted,
Fair.
Yeah.
Like it's just one of those things. So I just thought this was
Except in True Story.
just the vibe. Like that's just how you are. So I don't know.
when he's the one that's in the movie with Bryan Cranston, where Bryan Cranston can't walk.
Yes.
Yeah, I
That
wanted
I
to
heard
watch
was
that
good.
movie.
I heard it was very good. I
I
haven't
heard it was
seen
really
it though.
good. I haven't seen it
Yeah,
yet.
but I'm also
I've
tired
heard
of
from
Kevin
several-
Hart, and I have not liked him since he said that shit about having a gay son.
Apparently that movie he just did on Netflix with
The Man from
Woody
Toronto.
Harrelson's supposed to be,
Oh,
it's supposed to
Oh.
be pretty funny.
yeah.
Yeah, I think I put that on my list too.
He's
It's
not.
on
He's
mine,
not going
yeah.
to draw me into anything at this
Yeah.
point.
No, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'm not like here to boycott his movies, but
Yeah.
he is not a draw to me. And The
No.
Rock needs to know that about me. I'm not watching him and Kevin Hart doing shit no more. I'm over it.
No.
Rocky, quit it. Stop. Fuck. No, I think that actor did a fantastic job, and like,
Yeah.
yeah, the character's annoying, but like
Yeah.
also endearing and really.
I enjoyed the
pure of
character.
heart.
Yeah.
Apparently, the
Anyone
next
that-
season they're going to do a time jump, and I'm just
They
hoping
should.
that'll, yeah,
Fucking-
because those kids are supposed to be 14.
Finn
Mike's
Wolfhard is like
walking around with
18
shoulders
feet
like a-
tall.
Yeah,
Fucking Mike's got
Yeah.
shoulders like a fucking linebacker.
Yes.
yeah.
Squeezing them into those little fucking polos. Come on.
And fucking
Take that dick-shaped
poor-
haircut off of them and like just admit that they're all in their
I mean,
early 20s.
just that
Yeah.
fucking that haircut they keep on Will.
Oh,
Yeah,
Will's what I'm
God.
talking about.
Oh, you've
No,
seen
but,
a
like-
lot of the memes, right?
I mean, but
it's
but like
so
the-
rude.
the Dufresne brothers were like, "Nah, we're gonna keep it because we think it's funny." I was like, "Yeah, that's cute that you think it's funny, but it's stupid. Everyone hates it,
Looks
and it kind of disservices the character."
It does.
like-
It does.
Because I look at him and I go, "I can't take this kid seriously." Also,
Yeah.
he does some physicality. I've noticed, and it's probably because he's so tall. He tries to like hunch himself in scenes, like he's like
Oh, like
putting his
this?
shoulders down
To make him
and
look
he kinda
smaller.
slouches.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, you look like you're doing that. Stop it.
Oh.
It looks weird. Untuck your fucking shirt, get yourself a new haircut, and I don't know.
like I get
Stop it.
I get that haircut was a haircut back then. But
Sure, when
it
you're
was also a
10.
haircut like when your parents kept cutting your hair at a young
Yeah.
age. And like I get like, yeah, Winona Ryder not that rich, but like we could change it up a little bit. Fucking
Yeah.
Hopper got a haircut.
I mean, his brother has a different haircut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody else has a different haircut.
Except
Except
him. Yeah.
Yeah, but Lucas came in strong with that kid and play though. I was just like, what's up right there?
Yeah.
It's like-
Oh,
Yeah.
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 also,
I
he's
feel-
like 25. So it's like-
The only person that looks the right age is Gatton Mark. I cannot think of his actual the name. Not Lucas. What's his name in the show? I cannot think of his name. Dustin. Thank you. Yes,
yeah.
Dustin Henderson. He still
still-
looks
Little
like
curve.
he's the right age.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I still love him. He may be my favorite of that core cast. Like
That's
from
fair, yeah.
from day one, he's always just been this real cute character.
Yeah, he's the best.
Um,
Yeah.
And
I mean,
like
but
my,
the
my heart
chemistry
is
between-
attached to him.
yeah, but the chemistry him and Steve have, I can watch that all day long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
If it
they knew
wouldn't be
that.
trite,
They were
yeah,
like, this is gold. We're gonna keep these two together.
You know what?
if it wouldn't be trite to do a spin-off of those characters, I would watch it.
Yeah.
Dustin is the smartest one of the group. He's the one who figures all the shit out, like in every
Yeah.
season. Like,
He's the Velma.
yeah, oh yeah.
Hmm. Yeah.
It's the no
Adorable.
bones thing he has.
What?
He's
Back
got
here-
that weird.
Oh,
He's got a. I don't want to say it's not a disease. What do you? Fuck. What word I'm looking for?
I
I don't know. But it has to do with like
Condition.
math.
He has a
Oh.
weird condition with stuff. that
where he has no
his
bones,
bones- It's something weird like that.
held
Yeah.
together by a series of jelly sacks.
Like he didn't have teeth in
Yeah.
like the first 2 seasons because of his condition.
He's
Huh.
just got like weak bones or something.
I don't remember. You can look it up
Oh.
online, bro.
Cleft palate. I don't know.
No, it's not a cleft palate. You would see
I
that.
don't know, I'm throwing out shit. Yeah, he is super talented outside. He's an impressive singer.
Oh yeah, he could sing. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a singer.
Oh yeah. Like not like he has an album, but there's like a lot of videos of him like singing and whatnot.
Oh,
No,
like,
I can't
he's-
say it.
I guess he's been on Broadway and stuff like that. So like he's good.
I know Wolfhard has a band.
Cranial dysplasia.
what's it?
Dysplasia.
Say that again, Steph.
CCD. Coledocranial dysplasia.
Beck says he has no collarbones.
Was that what it is?
Huh.
Okay. Rare
Interesting.
bone disease
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, I know. I know Wolfhard has a band. I don't want to hear it because I don't want to hear him talk in the show either. So like, I can't stand Mike at this point. I'm just like,
He's a big dumb idiot. That's why.
I'm
Just
just
a
like-
big dumb idiot.
I'm like, you know what
Yeah.
you do? Kill that motherfucker off.
Like,
he's the one. I mean,
like
Yeah.
he's the cute one, but like what he brings.
Yeah, if you think birds are cute,
what he brings to the group is
He's the
debatably
heart.
minimal.
Yeah.
it's nothing. It's really
fuck
nothing.
that. He don't bring shit to the
The
group.
only thing he brings to the group is that his girlfriend is 11.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and at this point, even her at some points, I'm just like, man, you are real riding that line of Buffy season 6, where I'm just like, you're the least interesting character in your damn show.
A little bit.
Yeah, I'm just like, I
Little
don't
bit.
care about you so much, bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the best thing I enjoyed her the most about her was in season 3 when her and Max went on their shopping spree. I
Yeah.
was like,
that was
oh,
fun.
okay,
Cute.
she gets to do something different here other than stand around looking moody and bleeding out of her damn nose. So it's like, cool.
That
That's the
was
thing
a
that
fun
bugs me.
episode.
Oh, the nose thing? Like, you've learned your
how it
power. You don't even have to
always
bleed it.
just-
You're
yeah.
good. Even Jean Grey knocked that shit off eventually.
No, like and this is a trope of like mental powers always like fucking pop an aneurysm or some shit in your head and you bleed out your
Yeah.
nose. This is just how we physically storytell mental powers. What
Yeah.
bugs me is that it comes and bleeds out and then it stops.
Yeah, it just stays there.
And
Oh,
it
it's just-
never
Right
Yeah,
there.
it
Yeah.
like there's only just enough blood to kind of hit the lip, the top lip of
Yeah.
your lip. Just the edge.
The part that makes
It
me
never-
mad.
Sometimes if you're really going for it,
Yeah.
the other nose comes out
Yeah.
and does the same, but it never
Yeah.
comes down your fucking face. And I've never had a nosebleed so specific.
And the thing that makes me mad is
Yeah.
that she never wipes it away. It's just she
No,
just
never.
leaves it there. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
you
it'd
would
be
think that it would at
badass.
least be like a
yeah.
Yeah.
That.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like Steph, you'd be
But
badass if she
no.
just like kind of rubbed it and just had, like a blood smear
Like, yeah,
across.
Exactly, that-
smear.
And that is
Yeah.
how she is. Like that'd be fucking hardcore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and you can see when it's CG and not. Like, so it's just kind of like, stop.
Oh, is Millie
Jack-
Bobby Brown suck in real life? That sucks.
Yeah, Jack is saying she's heard
Aw.
that 11 is a real zero in real life.
Aw, that sucks.
Well, you heard about the Drake thing, right?
Oh God.
Yeah, well that's fucked up.
Oh yeah, that was a
No,
mess.
just say it, like, you know, it was weird.
That was
Yeah,
a mess.
which-
There
but
was
you
a
could-
whole another
May have
controversy
influenced
with
her,
her
which would be lame.
and
Her ex-boyfriend that
her older
Yeah.
ex-boyfriend or whatever and all that stuff. That was
Yeah.
a whole
Oof.
another thing.
Well,
we don't have
the-
to talk about it, but it's bad.
The world better get on the L train because that bitch apparently signed a very lucrative Star Wars deal. So
Really?
she's gonna be she's gonna be in a Star Wars in the next couple years, I believe.
I mean, I guess
Like-
everybody will be
I
eventually.
think like some crazy like $12 million deal. I think I read online. I was
Oh,
like,
wow.
Jeez.
are you the main fucking character? Because I have no interest in following you around, even in the Star Wars universe.
like
If you're the main character,
I really enjoyed her in Enola Holmes.
I really dig that movie.
Yeah, I would love
Yeah.
to see more of those movies. That was
Oh,
a
they're
lot of
coming.
fun.
Yeah.
That
Cool.
that films this summer.
Right
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
I still haven't- I still
wanna
haven't watched it.
say I saw her in like one other
I don't
thing.
think it's finished.
Godzilla.
Godzilla. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
She's not bad there. Like she's about as
No.
good as any other human in that movie.
Yeah. You know
So
who,
like I could see why you would make a pitch to try and get her into something.
you know who is an amazing actor? Aiden Gallagher, the guy who plays 5 in Umbrella Academy.
Yeah, that
So
kid's
fucking
good.
great.
Just
Yeah.
there's one scene in season 3, like I said out loud, you are an amazing fucking actor. Like it
I'm
was,
2 episodes into the new Umbrella Academy.
I think I am too.
I'm curious to know your
I
reactions
haven't
to
watched any of it.
Yeah.
Coming up soon, hopefully.
it. Yeah.
It's been cool. I feel
It's a
they've
lot to watch and not enough time during the day.
granted.
Yeah.
That's fair. That makes sense.
I think they just notched up the kookiness. Like they kind of
Yeah.
notched up like every season they just go a little more goofier.
Yeah.
Which they've always like this is why.
Yeah.
And I've enjoyed it. 2 episodes in, I'm having a good time. It feels very, Umbrella Academy, which is always been a very quirky book. It's not like it's not true to its kind of not sensational, but I don't know, maybe pulpy or
Source material.
Yeah, source material. Like it all plays, and I'm still too early to kind of know what's going on, but I'm down for it.
Yeah.
I'm all for everything that's
I
going on.
enjoy the soundtracks or the
yeah,
soundtrack.
always a
They
real
play.
good
There's
selection of
always
music.
The dance number in the first episode, like, come on.
Yeah. Like that was one of those things I'm like, what the fuck is happening? And then they
What
explain
is
I'm like,
first. You mean season
okay.
1 or season 3?
no. Like season 3.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, you'll see.
Yeah.
You'll see.
No, it's all good. No, we wrapped up the Angeline show this week. That was our big one.
Oh.
Eeps.
Yeah,
Out.
it's good.
Yeah,
It's
we heard
good.
you were really enjoying
Yeah.
that. Little Birdie
Yeah,
told
yeah.
us you're having a good time. Is
Yeah,
it
we-
worth
we,
watching?
We spoke on Sunday. Yeah.
Yes. Is it worth
Was
watching
I the
for?
little birdie? Because
No.
Oh, okay.
Is it worth watching for anybody who is not aware of that person's impact in Hollywood or in LA?
I mean, it's a captivating show.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, but I don't know if you're not into that kind of shit. I don't know what the draw is there.
What kind of shit is it then?
Yeah,
I mean, it's a dramatic story of this woman who is kind of kooky, and how does she get kooky? So I mean, that's kind of a story that people like to know, but but it's also all facts for the most part.
Sure.
You know, with
little
what's this again?
Evangeline.
Yeah, it's Scott's. It's like slightly surreal / fantasy. There's elements that are clearly fantasy, but then there's elements where you're like, oh no, this is, yeah, I remember this.
Oh, it's like her perspective kind of thing.
It's weird. Like you, the viewer, are portrayed in the sense of you're interviewing her and she's telling you the story of her life, and then you get her version of it, and then they'll cut to interviews with other people that she's interacting with, and they'll be like, yeah, that's not what happened, and then they'll reenact it with their younger selves without old age. Yeah, it's weird. It's like a documentary, but a TV show.
Okay.
But also a fantasy reality thing. Like it's a lot of things.
A horror fantasy.
Not horror.
Horror fantasy? No, there's no horror about it.
Okay, I'm confused. I looked up Evangeline into 2013 horror fantasy, and I was like, yeah, this is straight fear.com.
No,
it scares
not
me.
Evangeline. Angeline.
Oh, Angeline. I'm sorry.
Angeline. Okay.
Yeah.
That's my bad.
Angeline.
I gave her wrong
that
information.
Makes more sense.
No, it's all good. Like, no, it's very interesting because now, as an LA person and a history buff for Hollywood, yes, there's more of a draw there because like. I've seen it in the wild. Like I followed her around Avon's once because I was like, she exists.
Yeah.
But
for people who are not aware, she is purely fictional.
Yes, but she's not fictional.
Unless the show like upfront tells you this is the story of Angeline, it is mostly true.
I mean, I think they could have if she wasn't adamantly saying that none of this is real, because that's her thing, which they have a whole episode about. She does anything. There's a whole episode about an article that came out that told you who she really was. She denies all of it. Like to this day, denies.
Tommy Wiseau.
Yeah, like even that's what she is. Yes.
Yeah, she's female Tommy Wiseau.
She's like the female Tommy Wiseau. Like, wow. Also crazy.
Yeah,
like
I would watch because I like the actress, so I would probably give it a go.
Is she actually in the show? Like, because it sounds like
there was clearly a space for a cameo.
Okay.
To the extent they actually go, Angie, are you going to do the cameo? And then literally there's no one there. Because she refused to do the cameo, and she denounces that this is all. Yeah, she's just like, they made everything up. None of it's real. And you're just like, bitch, it's all real. It's all real.
I'll be honest, you are selling me on this, and I already knew it existed. But the way you're telling me that the show is kind of structured, I find that to be pretty interesting. In this,
it's wild to watch. Like
urban
yeah.
legend of a person.
What is this
It
on?
weaves through timeline.
Yeah,
It's on
that's what I was-
Peacock right now.
Oh, Peacock.
Okay, I
Peacock.
don't.
Okay.
Wait,
Then I'm not seeing it.
I
I
think
mean,
I did.
there's- you can acquire it.
Peacock is like $4.
So much work.
Yeah,
Listen,
I think
everything is
right.
$4, and when everything is $4, I end up spending
It adds up.
$400.
That's
Oh.
why you watch the
Um,
show, then you just get rid of the account.
I mean, it weaves through timelines and stuff. The music's great. It's all like early 80s new wave punks kind of stuff.
Aw.
Ooh.
Mhm.
It's really interesting. And now one last thing, and then we can move on. Like, so Angeline's known for having like the largest breasts. Like they're just gigantic. Like she's like 5'2" with like double Fs. Like they're just so large. And you can tell because they, the younger version of her, they're more up and more perky.
Yeah.
But as she gets older, they get lower and lower. And like I was fascinated by the prosthetics that they use on this woman because I kept looking for the line. Like I was just like, where's the fake? Where's the trick? Like, is she wearing a breastplate? Is it like, is this part, the top part of her is real, but the bottom half is all like levers and pulleys? Like it is, I'm trying to figure out because it's so wild to watch because they move so real for fake boobs. And I'm watching this like, I don't understand how are they there? Like it's unfucking believable. Like, because the actress is the actress that, from Shameless, Emmy Rossum plays her, and she does not have a very large breasts. So these are clearly man-made prosthetics. Like this is some fucking Rick Baker shit. I'm telling you, I could not see the falsy line. Like I was really looking too.
Just really looking hard at this woman's breasts.
Yeah, I was like, where the fuck is this line at? Because at one point they painted on like a very subtle rib cage because she's so skinny. Like you could see like the rib cage line before the fake breast. And I was like, damn, that's some shit right there. And for old makeup, they actually remembered to do their arms. And there's that like, hey, not just this gets old. All of this looks old too.
All that shit gets old too.
Yeah. So it's interesting to watch. If you ever can acquire it, Anthony, or however, I think you would really be into it. I really do think that.
Yeah, the structure that you've explained genuinely seems interesting. And I'd be up for it. Peacock is just one of the couple things I don't have.
Fair enough.
I mean, it happens. I don't acquire things nearly as much as I used to, because between the 20 things I do have, most things show up eventually.
Yeah.
And also that Sex Pistols show on FX is legit too.
Yeah, I haven't gotten into that. I kind of keep it on my peripheral radar.
Yeah.
If you've ever seen the movie Genius on the Disney Channel, she's the love interest of the genius guy that's like super smart kid that like is college, but like college level smart, but like in high school still. Yeah.
Are you talking about Emmy Rossum?
Yeah, that's the chick.
Or the hit movie The Day After Tomorrow.
That I know I've seen.
She was Christine in Phantom of the Opera.
Oh, I
did not see.
Yeah, I'm just. I know you've seen her in a movie, but I know you hated this movie as much as I did. I don't even remember the fucking name of it. Beautiful Creatures, the one about those witches.
Oh yeah.
She was the bad witch.
Okay. Okay. That's kind of painting a vague picture that a lot of different white women.
I know you've seen her in things because you and I both saw that movie and we both were like, "What the fuck is this? Why are we here?" Because we got a free movie pass.
Yeah, it's one of those things. It was like, man, this is dumb, but also like conceptually, this only needs a couple reworks to be interesting.
Yeah,
like it just misses the mark of like kind of creating a interesting world. Kind of like Shadowhunters was like, you're kind of working with a concept that could be cool, but you are so like, what do you do when you just like try and make it accessible to everybody?
Basic.
Oh, she's in Dragon Ball Evolution. Huh.
Yeah,
she's this girl's been around. This girl's been working for a little bit.
Yeah.
Shit. All right. I
That's
assume
the
she
only
was.
Dragon Ball thing I've seen is that movie, and I think I only saw it because we did it on the podcast. And even then, I was like, "Is this like
I
the
never
show?" And you were
watched it,
like,
I don't
"No,
think.
this is awful." I was like, "All right, good," because this is
I don't
terrible, and I
think I
never want to
watched it.
continue anything if this is what it is.
It is. It is awful.
Yeah.
Right down there with the Chung Li movie.
Oh boy.
Oh, I never watched
Street
that
Fighter.
either.
Was it Street Fighter Legends, Chun-Li?
Yes, yeah,
I think so. Yeah. 'Cause, like, they
because
clearly
if it was successful, they were going to do Street Fighter Legends M Bison or like
X, you know,
yeah,
whatever.
whatever.
And Bison, which is just
Insert-
white dude.
Irish white dude.
The Irish
Yeah,
white dude.
an
Yeah.
Irish white guy who was born and raised in Singapore, I think they were.
Some.
in?
Oh yeah.
It's supposed to be
something like
Thailand,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, Thailand,
Um,
and you're just like, so you were born and raised, and you've never been to Ireland, but yet you have an Irish accent, and your parents died when you were a kid, and you were
It's-
raised by Taiwanese people. So like, this is not how your accent should
It's
be.
bananas because it's one thing when like it's Schwarzenegger and he just has an accent you can't do anything about. So every one of his
Yeah.
character came over from Austria at some point in their life and is now embedded into whatever they do for the movie. They always have to explain it away. But
Yeah.
him, I forget his name, something McDowell or McDonald.
Malcolm McDowell?
No,
No,
I'm
no.
bad at names.
that actor, if I'm remembering correctly, that's not his voice. That's a choice. That's a
Are
choice
you
that
talking
ruins
the guy
everything.
that plays M Bison?
Yeah,
Oh, Neil McDonough. He's
Dunna,
Yeah, Neil
he's
McDonough. Yeah.
he's fucking Dum Dum Dugan.
yeah.
And
In the Captain America first movie.
And he was Birkin in the hit Resident Evil movie, Welcome to Raccoon City.
Yeah, the man. Look, he has done amazing work, and then
I
he's
like
done.
him. Yeah,
He
I
does
don't
things to
remember.
pay for his house, and no, we
'Cause
should not judge him harshly.
he
at
is a
all.
working actor. He is a working
Yes,
ass
yep.
actor. He is like above like your television, level working actor. So
Yeah.
you recognize him enough, that you know his name, but
Yeah.
like he's still got to take some shit roles when no one's knocking on the door for the Dum Dum Dugan movie.
Yeah, no, he's been in like so many fucking things. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's
I-
even
I-
been in a Star Trek.
I like him. Like to me, every time I see him, for a second I think Ray Liotta, rest in peace. But something
that's
about
right.
him, just always kind of for some reason makes me think of him, and then I'm like, oh no, they are completely two different people.
Oh, it's just the blue eyes.
Maybe, yeah, maybe
both
like they
have
just
those, like,
they just have similar
they-
eyes.
They have those like Chris Pine,
Intense blue.
uncomfortable blue eyes where you're like,
Yeah, they just
fuck
see
you
through
get those
you.
from?
Like
Yes.
just pierce all of your
Yes.
spiritual armor and see right to your core.
I know I've been. Remember that old? I'm gonna speak probably just to Anthony for a moment. Remember that old Disney Pecos Bill commercial or cartoon?
Yeah.
Okay, remember when he sees the girl and her blue eyes are so blue, it zooms into her eyes and it shows him like diving,
Swimming.
into
Yeah,
her-
yeah.
swimming in her eyes. When I look at Daniel Craig's eyes, that's what I feel.
You imagine yourself diving off of a
Like,
cliff
they're-
into a
they're
pool of
so-
beautiful blue water.
They're so blue. I'm like, that's not a color found in nature. Like, what the fuck did you do, you son of a bitch? It's like, yeah.
Well, if you just go to what is it, Seth? TTED?
Oh,
And
TTDEYE.
Oh, yeah.
TTDEYE. Yeah.
and get yourself some blue contacts.
Contacts.
So you too can have the crystal blue eyes.
That's right.
I had a dumb moment and literally Googled, did Mickey Blue Eyes really have blue eyes?
He did.
Like, but they're not really his eyes though.
He stole
Well,
them.
But Hugh
But I
Grant
also
has
don't know
blue
the
eyes, I
story.
believe, doesn't he?
Oh, does he? Okay, that's what I was trying to realize who it was because I Googled,
I think
was
maybe.
Mickey Blue Eyes really that blue? But I don't know if Mickey Blue Eyes is based off a real is that a real person? Or is this just the movie? There's not a real story about a Mickey with really, really, really blue eyes, right?
Sorry.
Okay. Are
Corm
you
is
talking about
clowning us.
Whitey Bulger, the Johnny Depp movie? He's based on a killer who did have massively blue eyes.
No. Steph is literally looking at the poster for the Hugh
Mickey
Grant
Blue Eyes?
movie, Mickey Blue Eyes.
Okay, yeah,
Mickey
yeah.
Blue Eyes. But like, did he really like? Is this a
He
real
has blue
person?
eyes. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
Okay.
unrelated.
They call
Corm,
him Mickey Blue Eyes.
Corm, did you see the video? I believe it was at Anime Expo where a person was cosplaying as the blue eyes white drag queen.
Ooh, send me a link.
What does that mean?
Yeah, I don't know either.
So after Yu-Gi-Oh, I'm sorry, after Pokemon was Yu-Gi-Oh. Does that ring a bell for you at all?
Oh yeah, I know those words.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in the early Yu-Gi-Oh, at least, there was a like ultimate one of many ultimate kind of like monsters, and it was called the Blue Eyes White Dragon.
Okay.
The end.
Uh-huh.
Fair.
You can put the pieces together from there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I for sure want to see Blue Eyes White Drag Queen.
I'm posting in our group chat.
Right on. Thank
Okay.
you.
Let's see. What does this say?
15 is a number we've actually answered before. So let's
have
do
we?
a different number between
Well,
1 through
Let's
48
delete it.
then. I'm working on it
And
right
pick
now.
what the new 15 is.
Oh, okay. I guess that's true.
What's actually number 16?
I'm working on it. You have to give me a fucking
I don't feel
moment.
like giving you time. I want it now.
No.
It's my money and I want it
Oh.
now.
It's my money.
We've
And
actually
I want it
Money and
now.
I want it now.
It's my money and I want it now.
It's
Are
my
we
money.
ready for the
and I want it
Are we ready
now.
for the question?
Yes.
Yeah.
What would be your death row meal?
My death row meal would probably
Your
be
last
some.
meal on death row.
It would probably be just a nice probably tomahawk steak, you know, with a creamy potato puree, and possibly, you know, I'll probably have some baby carrots, not baby carrots, but like the small carrots that still have like the stem on them. I don't know what they're called, but that.
Oh, the petite
Have we done
carrots,
this one
right? The little
before,
petite-
Beck?
It sounds familiar.
This does sound vaguely familiar.
At the very least, I think we've
yeah.
talked about this concept,
Yeah.
whether it came up from the list or not. All right, real quick, while we figure this out,
My
a tomahawk
last.
steak. That kind of seems like some bullshit to me, because that's an expensive ass piece of meat, right?
It is.
Yeah, but it's delicious.
Since it's so close to the bone, has so much flavor in it.
But it looks like this big.
Yeah, it looks like a damn lollipop, but it's delicious.
Like,
It's an
It's-
are you
experience.
just
It's
paying
it's
for
not
the
that big.
fanciness of the bone?
Like the last tomahawk I had was it like a 72 ounce, Steph?
What now?
It was
sounds
it was,
right.
it was it was a big goddamn tomahawk. Like,
Yeah, it was a huge.
That's
chunk.
more than you should eat.
hang on, let me
So-
find the actual
Yeah,
thing.
I go- go
that's-
buy the-
That's fucking nuts. That's
Yeah, I remember.
That's like a 5-pound steak.
It was a big steak. It was delicious. I ate every
Delicious.
single
72
piece of it.
ounces.
Hang on, it's probably not 72 ounces, judging
Yeah,
by your
probably
reaction
not.
to it.
Ounces is a lot.
Yes, it is.
I
what I'm
honestly I just
saying.
grabbed a number out of nowhere.
No, like
16
that's
ounces is a
just
pound.
32 ounces of water, and if you're just talking about meat, that's a whole lot of meat.
It was a lot of meat. You saw it.
I mean, yes, I did, but
Let's see. It was the tomahawk steak at Gordon Ramsay Steak.
Gordon Ramsay Steakhouse. Yeah.
Okay.
Main
So
menu.
it's not like a small cut.
Oh, no,
No,
it was not small. No.
That was a meat lollipop. That thing was huge.
Cuz it's got that big bone on it,
Meat.
so maybe I'm just like distracted or like
Oh, here
the
we go.
perception is the composition is
Meat.
off on it.
Lollipop was the
Yeah,
word
it's a-
that was just used.
Yeah.
I just want to throw that
Yeah.
out.
But she ain't wrong. Like you've seen a
38
tomahawk
ounce,
steak, right?
38 ounce tomahawk.
I mean, that's
When,
still a lot of steak. That's a little over 2 pounds.
It was
I think-
wonderful.
It's a lot
So
of meat.
good. $159 well spent.
It's a lot
Oh.
of
I
meat to
forgot the
put in your mouth.
steakhouse that I went with my roommates before, but me and Marlon split a tomahawk steak. And I remember when like there was like leftovers, all the guy did was really just like wrap the meat part with aluminum foil, and there was just this fucking stick. And I was like, you
Now
couldn't
it's a
just
tomahawk.
cut- I was like, you couldn't just cut like the meat off the bone and just give us the bone part? Or just give us the meat part? Nah, they just wrapped it with aluminum foil. I was in a bag and just the fucking bone was sticking out.
Thank you, Corm, sending us
Delicious.
more questions.
Hey, Batosai.
Okay, so apparently I haven't checked the lower numbers in a while.
A lot of
I
repeats
just
down there?
deleted like 10 that we have done.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah, the list is now 1 through 40. So I can
Okay.
do the new 15 if we want to stick
Sure,
with
what's
that
the new
number.
15?
You're being aware. Okay, this is written weird. Hold on. You are aware you're being haunted by something. What
Okay.
is it and why?
Okay, what would we be haunted by?
Yeah, but why are we being haunted by this thing that we think we are haunted by? Yeah.
Poor decisions. And I'm being haunted by my poor decisions because I made poor decisions.
But what
God, I
takes
gotta
its
get a
form?
I'm haunted by the Babadook, and it's just that movie.
I need a pop filter so bad.
What form does your bad decisions take, Anthony?
I don't know.
Also, this is a real
ex-girlfriends.
adult situation. How about we do some fantasy to make it funny?
Yeah, the first thing I thought about was I was haunted by the bug spirits of everything that I either killed or like okay. So like last week it's been really hot, right? So I had the fan going and all that. But like I was seated at my bed and I was just looking at the window and I just noticed a little black speck. And I was like, well, clearly that's not been there because my walls are white. So I was like, are you a spider? And I like walked over. I literally used
Said nope.
the freaking yeah, no, it started to move a little bit. So I literally it's too tall because it's like it's on the freaking corner on the very top of the window. So what I did was I used one of the posts for my green screen and I literally held it like a giant like
Spear?
I guess yeah, spear, and I just went like because it had this little metal tip and I just went really close and I was just going dunk, dunk, and I just kept trying to kill it.
I really
and this
enjoy
was,
that
like,
Steph had
at
to like
least-
glance over to make sure it's not still there.
No, it's not. It actually fell down off the
You
very
talking about
tip
me?
of the metal part
Yeah.
when I put my green screen on. My green screen sheet.
Ew.
Yeah, it was disgusting. I went like this and just that little crumb fell and I was like, well, I don't know where it is now, but it's dead. It doesn't matter.
I don't like that she referred to it as a little crumb.
I don't know.
Like I get what you're saying and I understand the concept behind the word use, but I don't like it because crumb implies food and this is not food.
That's fair. Yeah.
I mean, anything's food if you're brave enough.
That is true.
Me and bugs right now, it's a real problem.
Okay, so Steph's being haunted by all the bugs she's killed in all her life.
Yeah. It's terrible.
I'm actually struggling to conceptualize this outside of a sad reality. So let's do it for each other.
Let's see.
Steph, I think you'd be proper haunted by a ethereal set of outside clothes that is trying to get into your bedroom.
Are the clothes being worn by someone or the clothes are sentient?
No.
The clothes are sentient.
Would not be okay if I
They're
just
trying
was moving about trying to get on my damn bed.
They're just ghost versions of your outside clothes crawling like under your door and trying to crawl up onto your bed.
In my mind, the image that came to mind quickly was just a regular t-shirt with like a cardigan sweater with a capri pants situation with like a sunflower belt. That's what I came to mind that's haunting Steph.
Steph,
why?
do you own that outfit?
I don't know.
I don't have
It just
capris.
sounded.
Two,
No,
I don't
nor
have a
should
sunflower
you.
belt, but I do still have my S initial belt from like back in the day. You know, the little metal.
She has a belt buckle that says
with
has
an
an S on it.
Has an S on it.
So
She's Superman.
Haunted clothes from your youth are haunting you now. Where
Your fashion choices from the early millennium.
I don't know. As soon as Anthony said the whole clothes situation, I just imagined like I don't know, like one of my I guess dirty laundry clothes, just like example, like a pant leg, like of like dirty pants or whatever, just manages to get like one leg somewhere on my bed and I see it and I'm just pissed because it's just It's been outside, and now it's on the corner of my bed. Therefore, I'm gonna feel the need to move it and somewhat use like an alcohol spray or some kind of thing to just like
Some Febreze.
sanitize. Yeah, just sanitize that little area.
For Jordan's ghost, I see a little girl that just stares at him. Yeah,
Oh,
we
I
don't
was
know
gonna
where
say the
she
little
came
kid
from.
at the-
She just sits there and she doesn't move. She never says anything. She just sits and just watches. And
What?
occasionally she'll
No.
go like,
I would imagine the kid
just
at
do
the
whatever, just like-
Cocos that told Jordan he was a faceless man.
Oh, yes, I've been
Oh, no,
haunted by a small Asian boy.
That's Jordan's
then
real
that's,
ghost.
then that's what it is. Does it do the whole like the grudge thing? We're just like, "Bleh."
I
Does
don't
the spider
understand.
walk down the stairs?
I believe I've told this story before on the podcast,
have.
right?
Yeah,
Yes,
this
yeah.
has come up.
there was a
I
lot of
just-
mistakes. Or-
I just see some sort of child that just watches you and never says anything, and you just kind of look like, go away. And they just kind of stare at you and they ignore you completely. Like you're not there. They're just there. You're living in their world.
There's always a two-part to this story.
I'm the others?
That
Yes,
same
it's
visit.
like another situation. Yes.
Oh no. Yeah, that same visit was when I was just like, "Hey, can I get another ranch? It's kind of clumpy."
Oh,
and then
yeah.
he looked at me and he goes, "That's how the ranch is." And I was just like, I just don't think
No.
the ranch should have
Ranch is not
chunks
clumpy.
that are as
Blue
big as like
cheese is
nipple.
is chunky.
I
No.
don't understand. It was not
No.
blue cheese. It was
No,
straight
just,
ranch. He told me
yeah.
with confidence that was ranch, and I was like, I just don't think this is it.
No. He lied to your ass. That's
Yeah,
not
that's-
right at all.
He,
Well, the time Coco's is gone. It's not there anymore.
they
that's
claimed one too many,
Yeah. They gave too many chunky ranches out.
and
Uh,
Beck's correct. I'd be haunted by like Shin Lim in my room, like doing card tricks and shit. No.
Yeah, I think that'd be
Oh.
better.
ooh,
I'm
magic
envisioning
cards.
Jordan's haunted magician to just be wherever Jordan goes, there is just a casual street magician there who
Just,
immediately goes into a trick.
just pick one.
Like
I don't want to.
like Jordan will get into his car, he's going out to a drive-through or something, and just in the back seat, just some street guy like pick a card.
Steph knows my life. She knows that would probably happen to me at some point.
Listen, these are
I-
all a
it-
little.
It's
Yeah.
cool, but I still
Reality.
I don't know. I just got this video, like just this little kid just follows Jordan around, just kind of staring. Like, what are you doing? Why are you doing that?
This is a
I don't
tiny
like when
judgy
little
child.
kids stare
Little
like
judgy
that.
child.
Scares
You know, to be honest,
Me and Jordan don't like kids, so we're just like,
I always imagined Leland would be haunted by Scary Terry. Just right before you're about to fall asleep, all you hear is "bitch."
yeah.
Hold
But
on
it's
one
like,
second.
"Bitch."
Sam's really trying to get through the door. Hold on.
Let him
One,
make a hole.
two bitches coming for you.
Yeah.
3, 4 bitches cry for more.
Ouch. Oh, ouch.
What
What would
what's
we
a
do
good-
for
what's a good-
Anthony? Because we're
Okay.
trying to get rid of his sad reality.
Oh, it's the ghost of that sandwich place that you had the best sandwich ever, and you
Oh.
can't find it in El Cajon anymore.
It's a physical sandwich that haunts you.
It's well, it's more the memory that
Story.
haunts me.
Yeah, was
What?
I mean that's fine.
It's
What was
the
the name
memory
of
of the
this
greatest
place?
sandwich I've ever had.
I
Where'd you get
remember
this
that.
place?
I don't remember. That's the problem.
Oh.
This is real. This is real.
I
had a
understand. I'm
sandwich that
trying to
was
help
so
you.
Good. It was down in Chula Vista when I was working for comics and
Oh,
stuff.
Chula Vista.
Oh, she said
Yeah.
El Cajon. I'm out.
I
He was
thought it
wrong. I wasn't going to
Cajon.
correct her because it wasn't relevant, but
Ugh.
yeah, I got the Italian sandwich that was so good it lifted me from a depression. Right in that moment, my soul was lifted up, and I was
Mm.
better.
The transcendent
What kind
sandwich.
of sandwich was it though?
It was
The
an
trans
Italian-
sandwich.
Italian sandwich.
Italian.
Yeah.
An Italian sandwich.
It connected
is
him back to his
also-
people.
Yeah. This is also
Wouldn't it be great if
literally
he's
20 years ago.
Wouldn't it be great if he's just thinking of like a Quiznos?
It's a subway. Like,
Yeah, it's just like
It's a
Subway.
submarina.
Submarine is good.
It is good, yeah. Actually,
It is
Remember
good.
really liking a Submarina versus a Subway. I think because it has those thick bread, like the thick
Fuck a
bread.
Subway.
I really like.
Well,
the thick
one
bread.
has real meat, and the other is Subway. So that's always a good way to,
Mm.
You know,
That's
Subway doesn't
true.
have roast beef anymore.
what?
Yeah.
Fuck Subway.
They tasted their roast beef and were like, "This ain't good, y'all."
I don't know. I assume it has to be a cost issue because, like, meat in general, like the price of meat has been going up.
Well, that's what happens when you charge $5 footlongs for 20 years and then stop.
But yeah, like several Subways that I've been to, like in the last year, and by
Yeah.
several I mean like 2. They're like, oh no, we don't have roast beef because I used to get the Subway club.
Oh.
Like
Yeah.
that'd be the sandwich that I get there because most everything else is awful. And I'd be like, oh, like you're out. It's like, no, we just don't have it anymore. I'm like,
We just refuse to
weird.
carry it.
because it's literally like a sandwich staple ingredient.
It is.
That's
yeah,
nuts.
that's true.
Yeah.
That's like going to a chicken joint and they're like, we don't do chicken anymore. You're like, then what are you offering me today, Colonel? Like
Yeah. So I remember the
Kentucky
first time.
Fried Dreams.
Yeah. The first time I found that out, they're like, we could put like more ham on it. I'm like, I don't want your cheap ass ham. Fucking get out of here.
I
why
started
you go to
looking up
Jersey Mike's.
best
That's
That's why I go
Italian
to Jersey Mike's.
sandwiches in Chula Vista.
This
real
is a question
curious.
pretty much just for me and Jackie. Jackie, are you talking about the Subway that was across from Santana? I was curious if you also worked there because you'd be one of like 8 people that I know that worked in this one Subway. Like you could throw a stone and hit 2 ex-Subway sandwich artists that worked in this one Subway across the street
Well,
from
she
the high
says
school.
random sub shop, not a
So
Subway.
it might not be them, but there's only a couple sub shops in our neighborhood back then.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. Then it became a yogurt place. I don't know.
If you guys had a sub shop, what would you call
Philly
it?
cheesesteak place. A sub shop.
Ooh.
I'd call mine Sublime.
That's
Yes.
good.
Yes.
I mean, that
you
that
guys are creative.
plays
I
that
just
plays in
thought
Southern
sub
California.
bub.
Yeah.
Sub bub.
Sub.
Yeah,
Sub-
that's
sub up?
that's as creative I got. Sub bub.
Alex should go like.
Sub. Ooh,
Welcome to
shit,
Sub Bub.
fucking-
Fucking back coming in DOMs and subs.
Subs.
Back here with the fucking dagger through the rib cage, just slipping it right through. Damn.
The Scott
Oh,
submission.
Submission is
Okay.
good. Is good. That's that. You have some leeway of plausible deniability with submission. Our mission is good subs.
Fantastic, Sam's. Shit, wait.
Hey, Cody.
Dominoes and
And
Subway. Okay. Let me see.
Let's see.
At least Steph didn't go like sub bus
Oh.
because it said the same way forwards and backwards.
It's a palindrome.
Yeah.
Sub hub.
Sub
Hub's
Hub does work.
decent.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sub
that
hub.
that,
Not
that
bad.
feels real.
It's actually really good.
Yeah.
Sub hub.
Sub-bussy.
Substantial. God,
Here we go.
Jesus.
Of course it has to come back.
This is how the not safe for work chat explodes
Sub
with comments like that.
And then the Hooters one would
Or
be like
sub love.
substitutes. What?
sub lub. Like
Sub
love.
lub?
Sub lub?
What's a lub?
Like I love you. I love you.
God damn it, Steph.
So it's sub lub in a heart.
Sub love.
Like
Yeah.
that's the logo. It's in a heart.
Cut
Because
your
otherwise you
sub
don't get it.
to make it look like a heart. Because you have to do that diagonal.
Diagonal.
Oh no, she's broken.
Diagonal.
That's
So it
that's,
does this.
that's the thing. All sandwiches there cut diagonally.
Yeah.
Like that.
That's how you know you got a sub lub sandwich.
Sub love. Sub-lubbin.
I'm loving it.
God.
No.
Oh shit.
How about one called Subliminal, and they're just like really small sandwiches.
The really teeny one.
No, they're
Bite-sized sandwiches.
they're like you make like tacos or burritos or pizzas,
Yeah.
but they're all actually sandwiches.
Oh.
They look like one thing, but
Hmm.
secretly they're all actually sandwiches.
Okay.
I mean, tell me the difference between
Substandard.
substandard. Yeah, it's good. You take your sandwich bread like your standard sub, cut it down the
Substantial.
middle. Looks an awful lot like a taco at that point, don't it?
Hmm.
Yeah. What if it was subpar?
It's both a sandwich shop and a golf store.
It's a sandwich place, but they base their stuff on golf stuff.
Yeah.
So they'd have an iced tea, but it's like a tea, but like
They
And a tea.
have a
God,
tea
would that
inside the
work?
glass.
it's a tea and a tea. Yeah.
Would
Stuff like
that
that.
work on a golf course? Because I don't think this works anywhere else. On a golf course,
Yeah,
they've got
that
a
makes
little
sense.
sandwich kiosk that's called subpar. Does it work, or the
Subpar.
fact that subpar means not good? Does that
Well, I mean,
tank the
that's like-
whole idea?
That's like that haircutting place, the OK hair or whatever I said. it was.
OK Salon?
Yeah. OK Salon, where your haircuts are just all right. Like they're just okay.
Yes, you get the bogey
That's a
hoagies
great
at
idea.
subpar.
I've been trying to think of like the other like names for sandwiches and like try and
Yeah,
come up
I
with
got
something else.
nothing. I'm actually
I gotta
the
look
best
up-
thing I came up with was Tony's.
Do they call
Tony's
sandwiches
sub.
Tony's where you come from?
No, Tony's subs. He's just an
No,
old man who works behind the counter.
No,
His
but,
name's
like-
Tony.
Sub is one word for it. Hoagie is another. Hero is another.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
I'm trying to do some of these other.
BLT, Reuben's Hero.
Those
Yeah.
are specific
Hoagie.
sandwiches.
I got it. It's
Sub-
right
oh,
next
okay.
to my comic book shop I own. And you got the comic book shop. It's right next to I Need a Hero. Subs.
Ooh, there we go.
That's a
Oh,
good
cool.
one.
That's
Well,
a good one.
I like
That's
that
one we should write
That's
down.
cool.
Everybody, stop listening.
I
We
need
need
a
to we need to
hero.
take a separate meeting so we can start those.
How about subscription, where it's a sandwich shop and stationery,
Oh, I thought you were going to go eyeglasses for some reason.
Oh,
or
don't know why.
subscribes, where
subscribes.
I thought it was going to be like an OnlyFans thing.
What if your sandwich wrapper
look, no
has,
one
like,
reacted to
news
my
or
substitute
posts
joke,
on it?
so
Only subs. That's it. Only subs.
Only
Anthony.
subs.
Subatomic, very small, sandwiches. Solid. Thank you, Cody.
I got into a conversation about 20 years ago over a drunken evening at a bonfire, and the conversation proceeded. I don't know how it got there, don't remember, but I remember the end was: what if you owned a restaurant and your gimmick was that all the food is only served in ball form? Like, it was just like, here's a macaroni cheese ball, here's like a meatball, here's a potato ball, stuff
Harry's
like that.
balls.
Pizza
What would-
ball. Ice
What would
cream
you
ball.
a pizza ball? Like, what would you call your restaurant? that
Harry's
only
balls.
served food. Right. Okay. So I remember one friend was like, he goes, "Mine's a classy joint, so I call it Food in the Round." And I was like, okay, that's the
Wow.
classy version. And then one of my low rent friends just takes a big old swig of beer and goes, balls. Just leaves.
Yeah, I don't know.
Listen, I was very drunk at the time.
It wasn't you.
I know. You said
But out of the
low-class
two,
friend.
I
Ballers.
feel
Ballers.
ballers.
what about
All
like
right.
Solid,
there we go, ball boys.
decent, not inclusive, but we get where you're going with it.
Anthony, what would your ball restaurant be?
What if it was
Um,
balling? Like balling, but then it was just like all the balls. You got your sweet balls,
How about
no,
ball
mine's
cute?
free
called-
balls.
Mine's called
your
dribblers.
balls. Dribblers?
No.
Hey, I heard this restaurant's really good. It's called Dribblers. No. Fine.
Or what about just basketballs and everything's served in a basket, but everything's a ball, you know?
You gotta serve that ball. You gotta like try and keep that shit somehow.
Wait. And Jordan, does every table come with a
Don't
bread
you fucking
basket?
don't do it.
Bread
Don't start 'em.
basket.
Don't get them going.
Yeah.
This dumbass
It's
bullshit.
served in a bread basket.
Mhm.
It's a basket made of bread, you see?
Mhm.
Ball Boys, not affiliated
Ball
with
Boys.
Five Guys.
Because
Another
Ball Guys was
three-pointer from
taken.
Cody in the chat.
I like ballers.
Ballers is good, and
Yes,
really,
yeah.
like,
Ballers is
probably
good,
one of the
yeah.
best. Probably
Yeah.
one of the best, I think.
Kind of thing, or any of the
Mm.
cheeses that have like a bacon infused version of it, not specifically Havarti or Gouda, but those would all be
who's
good.
out
And we
there
should be
infusing
back.
cheese with bacon?
Oh,
I
it's like
love
a thing you
Gouda.
can get. Like it's got like they smoke it with
Yep,
the
we're back.
bacon flavor. So
Mhm.
like it sometimes it
Mm.
might have like chunks of bacon actually in it, but most of it is more of like a smokiness to it.
I want
Yeah.
bacon cheese.
There's
Yeah.
a cheese shop in North Park that I went to once, but never actually bought cheese there. But I've been wanting to go again.
What do you remember the name of it? Is it called Ye Old Cheese Shoppe?
Is that the one like right off?
No, I'm
No,
asking you. That would be
Okay.
He's asking, yeah.
When there used to be, you know how there used to be that billboard or whatever that had like the giant dinosaur? Do you remember a dinosaur back in the day? It like painted on the wall like a mural.
No.
All right, you're
I
gonna love
forget.
this.
Strawberry dessert somewhere near there before.
The cheese shop in
used to
North Park is called
Am I at the wrong one?
Cheese Shop.
Oh, is that all it
Ah, that's why I couldn't remember it.
is? Okay.
There's one in Hillcrest called Murray's Cheese Shop.
Who's
I
Murray?
want to go to a cheese shop and try different cheeses.
Do they have big wheels of cheese?
Of course
I
they do. You
feel-
can get those at fucking Whole Foods too.
No, I'm talking
Oh,
like
so-
cartoonishly big.
Okay, I still
Yeah.
want to get a pasta that's done in the cheese wheel.
Okay, I know what you're talking about. I've watched videos on it. Have you ever seen this, Anthony?
Yeah.
So like I
Yeah, they'll
love
cook it in
cheese and
there.
I love pasta. This might be too much. Like I watch the videos like, no.
it's.
that's
I mean,
actually-
it's like
you're
a
pushing
birthday
the
meal.
limit.
It's a thing like you only do once a year.
Yeah.
and you,
yeah,
sh-
that's
you
like the
share
one thing
with
you wanna
everybody at the
try.
table because there's not like
Yes.
that's not a one person meal because that thing's like this big. So it's like
Well, I'm not gonna eat the whole cheese wheel. It's just that they cook it in it. I thought they just cook it in it.
Steph,
Yeah.
you're not gonna try and eat the whole thing.
You can't put your mouth on it. What? Just my whole mouth is
No, they no,
It's
Steph,
like a cheese wheel.
no, they cook it in it and then they bring it to the table and it's still in it. So when you scoop it out, you are picking up pieces of cheese as you roll the pasta.
This is
I
this
thought
is
they
with
just
like
cook it and then they put it on a
No.
plate and then they serve it to you. I thought that was just
No,
the
I mean, they
cooking
could do
cheese
both.
wheel.
They
Oh,
could do
okay.
both. Yeah.
Steph. If you make your own pasta, then
Yeah.
it cooks super fast.
Yeah.
It's not like
Oh.
the dried stuff
Yeah,
that you
like
buy
the
in the
dried or
store.
frozen
Yeah, if you
stuff,
make it
yeah.
fresh, it only needs a handful of minutes in the water, and it's
That
good
is
to
true.
go.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can do it because yeah, like your concept of like dried pasta, cooking that in the cheese doesn't make any sense. It doesn't work.
Yeah, no.
yeah,
not
no.
at
This
all.
is like with fresh ass
Oh.
pasta.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I wonder
Yeah.
if they do that in Little Italy. I want to try. I will find a place with a cheese wheel.
Maybe.
I wouldn't be surprised, actually.
Yeah.
And then I'll get back to you guys on the experience.
Don't do this without me.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
I'm looking directly to camera
It's
now.
my
Don't do this without me.
That's
sometime
it.
soon.
That's a Steph and Anthony adventure. Like
Yeah,
Okay, I'm gonna add it to
we'll,
the
s-
list.
we'll stream it on Instagram for everybody.
Cheese wheel.
I don't want to miss out on cheese pasta.
That sounds amazing.
cheese wheel.
Chasta, Scott says.
Just
There you go. That
I
sounds
feel there's a
delicious.
better
I
name
would like
for
to
it.
try.
All right. Well, once we're obsessing over cheese, I think that's a good sign that we need to go because Then it's just all
He-
cheese content from this point on. Once
Yes.
you're in the cheese hole, that's it. There's
Yep.
no
Yeah,
coming
there's no
back
way
out.
getting out.
Nah, you're just stuck
Deep in that cheese hole.
deep in that cheese hole. If you have enjoyed this ridiculous conversation, then be sure you are following us on our social medias. We are on the Instagram, Facebook, and the Twitter. You can find us by searching League of Ridiculous Conversations or at LORC Podcast. Thank you to Corm. You submitted a bunch of new topics for the list of ridiculousness. We'll be adding that, and next week we'll have a new addition to the insane, goofy ass topics that lead us to conversations like cheese pasta.
Is it in the email?
Yes.
Oh, I was like, because they're not on here.
No, because it's a locked document for us.
Gotcha. No, I was like, where are they?
If you've
It's my
got any crazy
it's my one
topics,
job. It's like-
anything you want to add to the list of ridiculousness, those weird conversations you have with your friends over a couple beers late at night when things just get dumb, that's what we're looking for. That's the butter, baby. Send that to us. You can email us at lorcpodcast@gmail.com. If you are listening to this as a podcast, congratulations, you found us on the podcast places. If you want to see it live, baby, you go to twitch.tv/LORC podcast. We are live 3 times a week. Tuesdays here where we're doing the podcast, and after the podcast, then it goes to LORC nights. Tuesdays is co-op Thursday. Nope. Thursdays is co-op Thursdays, where Jordan and Steph play a game together.
That we do.
What are you guys playing
Yes.
this week?
We're playing Resident Evil 6, Chris's campaign. We're on
Chris's campaign.
chapter 3 this week, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah, we're getting
And
there.
on Sunday, we get everybody here in the community together to play all kinds of multiplayer games. The current jam is Fall Guys. We've got a lot of space to include a lot of people to play with us. Tired
Sure
of
do.
waiting for rooms to spawn? Just join us. We are desperate
Yes.
for more people. We've got these little groups. We want shit to get chaotic in there. Every Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, any day that we're on, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, that's the time where we get crazy. Leland,
Yeah,
you're on the internet making that sweet, sweet art.
I am. I'm on the internet. Leland Pierce Art, Instagram. Yep. What am I doing right now? I'm doing Batman right now. For some reason, I wanted to just draw Batman. Apparently, there was an official like Marvel July month, and I was like, nah, I'm good.
Nah, when they zig, you
Yeah.
zag.
I was like, your books suck right now, so I'm just gonna draw Batman.
Aw.
Never let them know what your next
My
move
challenge
is.
is to do characters. Yeah, my challenge is to do like not the ones you know specifically. Like, I don't want to draw another Joker. You know what I mean? Like, there's
But
a lot
old
of
school
Batman
Red Hood?
characters. I enjoyed that. I had a
Yeah.
good time with that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one.
That was
I'm
a
working
real
on-
tall dome on him.
That was the Grant Morrison one. Like, that was.
Ah.
He
yeah,
appears
his
in
looked like a
Batman
dodo.
Arkham Origins.
Yeah. I did a real fun King Tut coming up. It's like- yeah.
Getting deep into the deep cuts. And where do they find you again?
Leland Pierce Art on Instagram. And you can follow me at Mild Chuckles on Twitter. I was supposed to tweet out when I got 25 followers, but last week the news just pissed me off, so I started tweeting out. So I'm actually tweeting now, but I would still like
Respect.
25 followers.
Yeah, let's not
Yeah.
That'd be
stop.
cool. Yeah.
Let's not stop.
Yeah, Steph did a
Yeah.
wonderful retweet where she was basically like, "Hey, follow my friend." Not a single person did, but I respected that she helped out.
We all did.
No, I know,
We've all
I didn't get
mentioned
anything
you.
from
and-
anybody tweets. Like, no one cared enough, but I thought it was funny.
Aw.
I was like, still 16. Check.
You're over 20
Alright,
now, aren't you?
No, still 16.
That's when I saw
I thought I
20.
saw you crack 20 after I did a
No,
thing.
I'm following 20 people.
Oh, that's probably when I saw
Oh.
that.
Maybe I
Oh,
fucked
okay.
that
It
up.
does
Yeah.
it does do it in the reverse order. I'm like, I don't care who I'm following. Like, that should not
Yeah.
even be a part of that equation. Like,
Yeah.
I know who I'm gonna follow. Jordan, did we already ask you where you are on the internet?
We did not, but you can find me on most social media platforms at Jordan is a Bear and on twitch.tv/Jordan is a Bear. Usually every Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, usually in tandem with the LRC podcast, LRC streams, if I'm not running the LRC streams. However, I do have Fridays, which is where I play my own game, but that's not happening this week because I have a work thing happening, and then, yeah, I'm just not going to be home for the next, 3 or 4 weeks, so none of my personal streams are happening, so, yeah, this year has been busy. And it's going to continue to be busy for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if you want to follow me on all the things, Jordan is a Bear. I'm easy to find.
Your
Steph,
Twitter's been more active.
Yeah. A little bit more active. Way more active than my Instagram, that's for sure. Steph, where can people find you on the internet?
You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch at Stephanoids. That's STPHUHNOIDS. I'm still currently playing Cooking Mama Cookstar.
Steph, did you read your own social media handle?
No.
You look like you were reading off your monitor.
So I was really... Sometimes I got it
tracking
all
your eye
in
movement.
my head, and then it comes out, and it's just like word vomit, and some things are out of order, and it's just like, I had to really say it word from word.
Fair.
But yeah, I don't know what games I'm going to be playing just yet. I mean, we did grab Crash 4, so maybe I'll do that, or maybe I'll get too frustrated playing. We'll see.
Watch and find out. That's the mystery.
Yeah.
And if you want to try my footlong, find me at Spooky the 13th on Instagram and the Twitter. So until next week, I'm Anthony, and in alphabetical order we are.
I'm Jordan.
I'm Leland.
I'm Steph.
And we'll see you next time.
Bye.
You should have said, if you want to give my sub some love.
If you got $5, I got a footlong.
Damn it, I was trying to get there.
What'd you say, Jordan?
If you got $5, I got a footlong.
Oh.
I'm cheap.
This is LoRC.
Do we actually say bye at all? I already stopped it.
I said bye.
Okay.
We said bye. So far this weekend, we finally...
This was 270,
or what
yes.
is it?
Hey, Anthony, if Jack's Harmony Playground gave us pumpkins, would we carve them on the podcast?
My setup is not great to have all that going on while we podcast. I'm going to point that out just for sheer space wise.
Might be fun to do that just as a video, though.
Yeah, what if we did it as just a video? We could all just be on a call and then video that, and then
we show them off on stream.
That makes more sense, yeah. Because I feel like doing the pumpkin itself will take a long time.
Well, it's complicated. Because that's my stepmom. So I think she's talking about pumpkins that she may have to give us, and we are all in separate locations. And she was here for that terrible outro that I did, so that's cool. This is why you don't invite family to things.
Fair.
Nice.
But if we wanted to up our October game, doing thank God. If we wanted to up our October game, doing pumpkins could be fun.
Ooh,
I have no problem with it. I just don't know logistically how I would do it without making a complete disaster of my bedroom.
No. We're not gonna do it in our bedrooms.
No, not on the stream.
No.
Yeah,
we could
I would
do
say
a pumpkin contest, and just we could do decorate our pumpkins, and then show them off, and then see.
We could do a shared Instagram live feed, which might make a lot of those cameras kind of smaller. The more produced version is we all just film ourselves doing it and then edit it together.
Yeah.
To make
That
a
makes
fun
more
video.
sense. Yeah.
And we
Let
could
me
play that on the
think.
podcast.
And we could play it on the podcast.
Probably the Knights portion though.
We could do.
Yeah.
I mean, we
That'd
could
be
all
fun.
we all could just separately stream individually our pumpkins. Like, I don't think anyone wants to watch us do the full process.
Oh yeah,
But
no, it's a lot.
Maybe like, hey, this thing's already gutted and like perforated. So we're just gonna work
Yeah.
from that point forward.
In my
Oh,
head,
yeah.
I could just see like a time lapse video, really.
Yeah,
That'd be
yeah.
good. That'd be good too.
Look,
I haven't done a
love carving a
pumpkin.
pumpkin.
I've never done
Yeah.
it.
You've
What?
never
went-
carved.
What do you mean?
No, I've never carved a pumpkin.
Yeah,
You
because
got
I
all
remember
those fucking knives, and you ain't carving pumpkins.
Nah,
I was
son.
carving the pumpkin for
He carving people,
for the
bitch.
comic issues and I won when I made the Triforce. Yeah, Jordan just kind of sat, I think, and just watched.
just
me do
watched?
It. He had
Yeah.
no care to do it, be part of the process. It was just
Do you not want to? Like, we won't force you to do something.
Oh, I've never had the opportunity / desire to do it, but if it's for a bit,
Anything for a
Alright.
bit, Pollock.
Yeah.
All right. I love carving a pumpkin
It'd be fun.
because then you take the
Um,
seeds and you cook them, and then you have a snack. So it's like-
Oh yeah, I did. That's what we did. We tried to cook the seeds,
Tried
and I
to.
think that was the only. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
So we
it
did
sounds
the
like that
old
didn't work
apartment.
out.
Yeah. I don't think I did it right. I don't think I did it right.
Beck, it's not meat. You'll eat it. I mean,
I like cookies.
it's the one
Yeah, I
thing
mean-
they're like, no, I don't do pumpkin seeds.
Oh God, we had a my roommate had gotten
Oh,
another
damn,
one of the other
calling
roommates
out pumpkin. Mm-mm.
a pumpkin, right? And he got her this pumpkin like last year, like in July, I think, because they just had pumpkins already. I'm pretty sure it was July, if not August. I just know there was a tiny little pumpkin from Sprouts, and that thing stayed on the freaking counter. And just maybe last week or so, I was just like, hey, the pumpkin's actually like, because it just stayed on the counter. And I was like, I
Moving.
wonder when this is going to go bad. I was just like, I wonder when this is going to go bad. Because it lasted a long time. Because it was still there New Year's, still there, Valentine's Day. And then just maybe like 2 weeks ago, I was just like, hey, it finally started sagging on one side, right? So Marlon went to go pick it up, and his hand mushed through.
Yeah.
And I was
Yeah.
just like, oh God! And then we threw
Yeah.
it away.
Yeah. We had
It
a
was there
couple on
for
our
the
kitchen table
longest
for
time.
months. Like,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was a long
You
time.
don't cut them open, yeah, they can go for a while.
well, especially
Yeah,
those
for
little
the
like
tiny ones too.
Yeah.
yeah,
Or-
little pumpkin bomb size ones. Those are the
Those
ones
ones,
they'll
yeah.
last quite
That's
a
the
while.
one.
Yeah.
And what's the trick? I think I saw you like you spray bleach or
Oh, I
peroxide
think you
inside
dunk
or
it
something.
in bleach water or
Something
just
like that, and
bleach
that'll help.
something.
That'll help it last.
Last longer. That's
Interesting.
what I did for the Triforce one I did. See,
Yeah.
I still
right
have the
on.
freaking picture.
Um,
It
That's
was a
cool.
Yeah, I
freaking
mean,
hole
good
on
to
the
know.
side.
as I think about it, in my new place, I could do a setup right on my kitchen table pretty easily.
Ooh.
And make that happen. I just got to think of like a good
Step up with your audio.
thing to
Oh yeah,
do.
I'm about to.
Like design.
I'm just posting the picture of the freaking pumpkin with a hole. Because if you think about it, the skin on that pumpkin is at least an inch thick. So it took a long time to get through the layers, and then there was just a hole in it. It's just like a deflated balloon.
Beck, what pumpkin did you do? I forget. Oh, and no cheap pandering. If we do this, no pandering and doing the LoRC logo.
Mm.
That's too
got-
easy.
We gotta. Is it though? We gotta do.
Hell no, I've never
Fuck
carved a
you, son.
pumpkin.
I kind of remember that now, Mike Wazowski. I kind of remember doing that picture that you sent us.
Yeah, I
You know
remember
what?
doing a tri-
It's a community event now. Everyone, we're doing pumpkin carving.
Everybody can do it.
Ooh.
We'll
Oh,
just
that'd
be
be
showing
really
ourselves
cute.
doing
And
it.
then we'll figure out prizes later.
We'll do a little gallery photo of everyone that
slippery slope. That's a
participated
lot.
with their pumpkins. I
It's a
think
lot of
that'd be
money coming
fun.
out of our pockets.
It's a
Shipping,
pumpkin.
shipping ain't what it used to
It should
be.
be fine. It should be.
It depends on the kind of price we're offering. What was like a
Well, you know
$50
what?
gift card
Pumpkin?
to something, you know, like
Now you know what?
Oh,
Now with
oh.
Amazon,
yeah.
we could just send prizes to places. When
We
we did
really
this,
could.
when we did this in Pixelated Geek Days, like we'd go to Target, buy the things, you know, package them, ship them out.
Yeah.
I still have the books you guys gave me. Never
Now-
read them, but I
Now
still got them.
I could buy something and
here.
get 5% back.
Yeah. See?
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I
It
got
all
an
works
Amazon credit card. I buy everything on that card and then just pay it off.
Smart.
There you go.
Yeah, I get 5% credit back on everything, and then like every other month, I get another thing for myself.
I should probably
Oh,
do
there you
that.
go.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I pay it off immediately because the interest is, you know, higher than you want it to be.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I always think of doing something where I get flyer miles.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
I'm like,
Like frequent
South
flyer
Park was
miles?
asking me
Exist?
about that actually. It was just like, hey, you know, why don't you look into getting a card here? Because, you know, it'll boost up your flyer miles. And that makes sense if you know you're gonna be traveling, but like
sure.
get one that you know you're gonna be using.
I want to
Right.
get
But I'm just
I-
like, I don't want another credit card. Like I,
Yeah.
That's
I
fair.
have trouble with the one I have. Like I don't want two.
That's fair.
Get rid of it
That's
then.
fair.
I want to
Shift everything
I-
to the new one.
I want to get a card like my brother where he can go inside the special lounge inside the McCarran Airport
Oh,
in
yeah.
Vegas. So great, dude.
Yeah, it's a fan.
Like it's so wild. Like I have
great.
customers that come to the store and they'll, you know, I'll be just like, oh, your total is $29.99, and they'll go through their wallet and go through like
Just have so many
6
cards.
cards, and I'm just like, the fuck are you up to that you need 6 different
Oh
credit
God!
cards?
One time,
Like,
some lady, one lady went to Jamba Juice and she was just like, she went to
why are you
she went to
whispering?
get a
She's
book.
not
Yeah.
gonna hear you.
No, I know. I'm sorry.
Also, we
but
get it. You worked at Jamba Juice.
I know. I literally told this to my to one of my friends who used to work at Jamba Juice with me, and I was like, yeah, on the podcast, it's like a joke. Like, yeah, we get it. And then she tells her boyfriend, yeah, Steph still knows the recipes. And I was like, don't you? And she goes, no. And I was like, no. I'll have you know, I specifically went to Vaughn's today too, and I got orange juice and vanilla frozen yogurt and blueberries because I have frozen strawberries, and I was gonna make me a forgot what the fuck it was called. I think it was like a some kind of orange. Oh, damn it, I don't remember what it was called now. I think it was like an orange berry blitz. That's what I was gonna make because I really wanted a smoothie. So I was just like, I hope in theory, if I follow all the steps I remember, it will taste really good for a homemade smoothie. We'll see. Fingers crossed.
I have a drink here I make at the house now that I
Mm.
call it the bloody pineapple.
Okay.
Because you do 1 pineapple in the fresh juicer, strawberries, 2 blood oranges,
Oh.
Ooh.
and then a shit ton of rum. It's
Oh.
just really awesome.
I was just like,
I
wait,
was
hold
starting
on.
to think this was going to be like a health smoothie. It was like, oh, then I put, you know,
Just
like
No.
in
This could
some
be a
protein
No,
daily
no, this is
powder, and
this is
then
this has become
Greek
my
yogurt.
this is no, fuck that. This has become my drink. This is my tiki
It's
drink.
the
is I
Leland.
created the bloody pineapple.
I look
Yes.
forward to having a bloody
Oh.
pineapple when I'm
That
Okay,
sounds
so
good.
there's this. Okay, get this shit. So there's this tiki bar up here called
The
Tonga
bloody
Hut, and
pineapple.
It's been like it's the oldest tiki bar in LA. It's been
Tonga
like
Hut.
it's been there for years. It's amazing. Anthony, I think you may have been there with us one trip.
Can we go? I want to go.
Is it where
I-
the tiki flea market was?
Yes, you were.
Okay,
you
yes,
have
and
been
I remember
there. Yeah.
being in there.
So we found out recently, we were watching a video on it, like the history on YouTube. It was really informative too, but this, they have a challenge. They give, if you say, I want to participate in the challenge, they give you a printed out list that has 100 drinks on it. And you have a year to drink one of the 100. And every time you drink it, they check it off and they initial it. And at the end of the 100 drinks, you turn it back in, and they give you a plaque, and they put you up on the wall with all the other people that have completed this year journey of this thing.
Ooh.
Like I want to do it, but I'm like I don't go out that much, so I'll probably never complete it.
That's hard, but not impossible.
Yeah.
No, you're correct because there are people clearly are doing it. But I have a
Yeah.
buddy who shops at the store. He says he's about halfway through it. Because of the pandemic, they're giving everyone a year and 6 months to do it right now.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
But I said, how do you decide what you're gonna do? He goes, I once went in and said, I'm gonna do 3 tonight. Please give me all the bad ones. I just want to get them out of the way. So at the end of the list, I have the good ones.
Okay.
Me and Scott kind of discussed. We were like, "No, what you do is you have like 2 bad ones, or like you do a bad one and you end the evening with one of the good ones.
Yeah.
So like you get it, you do a nice ratio.
I
of
don't
it.
want
Yeah.
to do
don't wanna
like all bad ones in a night.
yeah.
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 But I was
just be
like,
miserable.
not stupid. Yeah, I was like, that's not a bad idea. And I was like,
Oh.
well, what makes a bad one? He's just like all the ones that are like vodka and tequila based. I'm like, yeah, fair enough.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like if you're doing that, then you definitely. I feel you're best off doing at least 3 drinks in a night.
Yeah.
Got good tolerance. You might pull off 4, 3 fucking tiki drinks are gonna get me fucking drunk.
Oh yeah. Did I tell you what happened Thursday? We went to the karaoke bar.
Yes, I did hear
No.
about this.
Oh, okay.
I think we talked about it on Sunday.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. When all of y'all were fucking smashed or high as hell.
Mm. Good
So
time.
I spoke to my therapist this morning about how bad I was feeling the next day, and she's like, "Yeah, you can't. You're on medication. You can't mix that with
Oh.
those things." It's like, you mean I know? I'm like, I know it says it on the bottle, and she's like, "Yeah, they don't."
I didn't
print
think they
there
meaned
for-"
it.
Yeah, I was like, that can't possibly mean it. She goes, "Yeah, that's exactly what it means." I was like, "Oh." I said, "Well, how do I?" She goes, "Think of it this way: if you are on any kind of medication,
Yeah.
think instead of one drink equals 2. So think of it that way." And I was like, "Oh, so if I have 1 large one, I'm drinking 2 really big."
Yes, if
She's
you
like,
pour yourself a mega pint.
Yeah,
So-
I was
Mega
like,
pint.
You were
Oh,
feeling
well.
physically bad, not mentally
yes.
bad.
No, I
Okay.
felt terrible on Monday, all day
Got it.
long yesterday because of the alcohol from that afternoon and then the edible from the night before. Like, no, I made a lot of bad decisions over the weekend
And-
as far as treating my body like a fun park, and I suffered for it yesterday.
And
a
then you
lot.
did karaoke?
So we did karaoke here at the house.
Okay.
So,
What's your go-to song?
oh,
Did we
I don't
already have
have a
this
go-to
conversation?
song. Yeah, we've had our
No,
go-to
yeah, we've had
karaoke
this
discussion. But my go-to song yesterday was "I'm Still Standing" by Elton John, and I never realized how long that fucking song was.
It goes.
Yeah, you know what? I
and
think
then
that happens
and then
a
some
lot.
of and then we all sang Rio. We all took a verse.
Aw.
Who's all of you?
It was me, Scott, Shane, and Mike.
Right on.
Aw.
Yeah, Mike did
fun.
not participate in the karaoke, but Shane did. Shane sang a full Blink 182 song. like-
A song from his childhood.
I was like, crap. Yeah. Yeah,
He
it was
remembers
interesting.
being a 10-year-old boy when all the small things came out.
You are not wrong, Johnny Specs. You do
Oh.
not realize how long they are until you have an audience. Or you're at a bar and someone monotonely sings "You Ought to Know" by Alanis Morissette, and it is awful.
Oh.
It
Like
happens.
it was like the
And
crash
I'm
test dummy
here
guy came in and sang.
To remind you.
Oh.
You.
Being someone
Oh my-
who loves to frequent a karaoke bar,
Yeah, you do
Um,
enjoy the karaoke.
I am a big fan of the
The
karaoke.
karaoke.
Yeah, that
Karaoke.
too.
Jackie, please put the actual pronunciation in chat. I actually rarely come across someone who is legitimately tone deaf. There are people
Oh.
who are not good. There are people who are too drunk. There are people who are not choosing songs that is within their range. But rarely
that's
have I
me.
ever been like,
Exactly.
wow, they don't even know. They're awful, and they don't even know how awful they are.
The
And it's
worst
not
ones
a
are the
matter of
ones
like,
that hog the mic too.
that's a
Mhm.
whole nother problem.
Oh
And
no,
then
this guy
it's just
sang
like-
6. We were only there an hour.
Ah!
Jeez.
Yeah.
Guess you had some feelings to get rid of. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, they knew his name. They were like, and Brian's back. I was like, how often does Brian come here? It's like,
Every night.
Karaoke regulars are regulars.
yeah.
Like,
It's unfortunate because I work most nights that we've only gotten to go on Thursdays, which apparently is karaoke night. I'm like, God forbid, can we go another night? Like, it's like...
Yeah.
Like of the karaoke bars that I have frequented, especially when I was in Texas and going like real hard, like eventually you walk up, say hi, and you're in rotation.
And you're
yeah.
And when I was in Texas, I didn't even give them songs anymore. They had a stack of songs that I'd done, and if I didn't like one that I was doing, I told them, "Hey, take it off the list." And so I go up. I don't even know what song I'm doing until it starts playing.
Terrible.
Oh no, that already gives me anxiety.
Yeah, that's
You're a pro. You're a karaoke pro over here.
No.
I mean, it's one of those things like I get anxiety from watching people, do it. If I know the person, I'm even more anxiety ridden. I'm just like, because that person's going to incorporate me into this somehow with a look or a pull up on stage and yell tin roof. I don't want any of that. Like, just don't.
I like to
feel
attempt impressions of people in how they sing it. That's a fun thing to do.
I feel I've had to have done karaoke with you in the crowd.
I once, and I'm scarred. I can tell you exactly where it was at. It was at that comic book convention that we were doing a panel at that one
that's
time.
right. Yeah, you all saw me do that.
I actually saw Anthony karaoke, and I think I have a picture of it on Facebook.
There's a video.
You chose to do Carry
Nerdcon.
On
My Wayward Son. Yeah.
And unfortunately, that song has very little
a
lyrics for the
long-ass
first
intro, right?
minute. And you just sat there waiting
You
for
stood
something to
there-
happen. And I was like,
you stood
I
there
have to
jamming.
walk away.
I mean,
This
you
is
jam a
too
little
much
bit.
for me to handle.
You riff with the
Yeah.
crowd a little bit.
Oh, you
know?
were.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know,
Mhm.
you do a little crowd work. You got 45 seconds.
We did a live
That's
podcast at that
eternity.
con.
I
did,
remember
yeah.
that.
Eternity. Yeah.
We've done a handful of live podcasts
Oh,
in like
Agent
our varying
Screen Con.
combinations of roster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember
I've
that.
I've moderated panels at Long Beach Comic Con.
One day I would love to do this
Yeah.
show live on a stage. That'd be cool.
I don't know. Oh, how would we do that? It would be so inappropriate.
It would be
Well,
inter-
you'd have to not. Oh, you know what?
then it's
Fuck
not
them
us.
No, but if we do it in September, like
We're not doing it this year. It's not happening this year.
We include it into No Swear September.
That would be cool though.
That I think would be a good bit. No matter what, I think just to keep us cleaner
Yeah.
and to add like audience enjoyment, we do.
Also, speaking of
Yeah,
No
stuff
Swear
that way.
September, we do need to start working on what new punishment we're doing this year. We all kind of said we were not going to do the beans this year, and we got to
we did
work
not
on
all
it.
say that.
I thought we all kind of had a
we were
thing
gonna
going
do
on.
like
that the-
hot sauces
we
or
weren't going to do
about
or
beans. this year.
sour. Wasn't
think
it
the
sour
beans need to
stuff? We were gonna
stay.
try sours.
I think the beans need to stay. All these other things we can include in other months. I think the beans need to stay. We need to
Ooh,
make
drink.
it harder. We need to
Mm.
change the rules as to what is bean worthy to make that a more frequent occurrence.
I know something that could make it a lot easier for that month in particular. If we finish the affiliate enrollment thing, then we'll have channel points that the audience can cash in.
Ooh, but that's hard.
No, none of that's hard.
How do you make it harder? What are you trying to say? Like,
Oh wait. I'm thinking partnership.
Oh yeah, no,
yeah,
not
we-
partnership, just
Yeah,
affiliate.
'cause we are
Yeah.
affiliates.
Yeah. Well, we
Yeah.
have to finish the
We have to finish the
application.
paperwork. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like everyone watching would be getting points over time as long as they're watching. And then they can just
because
they
they
can just
could be
redeem a bean
accumulating
on
points
one of
right
us.
now.
Like
Yeah.
more
Yeah.
things than the more things than cussing.
Yeah, they just cash
Like-
in.
yeah, no,
Cash
they
in
can
their
they just
points
cash
and
in.
then-
Kind
See
of
the
like
bean.
Jordan has stuff where it's like drink water or do
Or
whatever.
eat a bean. That's literally one of my
Eat a
that's one of
bean.
my channel
Like
rewards.
you didn't hear him having to do shit on the side on Sunday?
No, I did. I just didn't care because that wasn't about me at that moment.
I love your honesty. It's great.
Damn, that's some
I
truth.
was-
I mean,
I
I
was
respect
so
it.
high, I didn't give me. Are you kidding?
A shock
Jeff?
collar? Oh God, no.
I mean, at what certain points I don't remember us playing. I just know it
That's
ended.
fair.
I just know at one point we were doing Jackbox.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, all right, that's cool.
Yeah, we
can
played
draw
like
now.
past
Like,
midnight. Like,
Well,
Yeah.
you wanted to do a long
That was a
stream,
long
and we
stream.
went
It was a
very,
long
very
stream,
long, and I
yeah.
had the best time ever. Mike had so much fun.
good.
Like, it was just one of those
Aw,
things.
that's
Like
awesome.
everything was
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, a
I
lot of
just
people
don't
had a good time.
remember a lot of moments.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Um,
if we did all the necessary steps, became full affiliates, the audience would accumulate points as they watch the show,
Yeah.
and then cash them
Cashing
in
on
on
stuff.
us.
Yeah.
And
I get that,
considering
but-
our audience, they'll run out of credits fast.
No, but you said you want to make it harder, and I just don't understand how you want to make it harder if we're already doing it every time we cuss. Like,
But we
what do you, like
learn
every
to
time we
hold
say
back
something
more.
else, like
Yeah, because you know how like we'll try to have like our replacement words and stuff, but sometimes we'll get a slip up, or
Yeah.
sometimes
I
someone
think-
just wants to curse, so they
think
say
we're
the
getting
word
too
and then just do
good.
it.
I think we're getting too good at not cursing, and
I
that's
disagree.
not
I think what happens is, for me personally, I can't relate to the topic being talked about, therefore I'm just quiet. But when
That's a
I get
So
problem.
passionate,
is it one of those things like
that's when it
when we
comes
see
out.
when we see Steph pick up her phone, like that's a bean?
Could be.
Because if she can't touch her phone, she's no.
I'm not gonna
She's
know
gonna
the
be
answers,
miserable for 2
guys.
hours.
Won't
like,
be able
yeah.
to Google anything.
We won't get a Steph's list. I mean, we can't like
That's no, like that's those are the things that we'd have to figure out. I think we
Yeah.
need to up the difficulty of the game to
That's
up
fair.
the bean consumption of the month.
That's fair.
Okay, so you want to stick with, unfortunately, the beans.
Yes.
I was just trying to get us away from the beans. I hate them so much.
Then we'll
That's
find
kind
a
of
funner
part of
bean.
it. though. Like nothing works like the bean because you never know that bean could still be okay
Yeah.
when you
Oh,
take
yeah,
it,
that's
fair
or it
enough.
could be awful.
Yeah,
That's-
yeah.
A lot of
the
the other
one
ideas
thing.
we've had are just awful.
And also,
I
didn't you
mean-
have the least amount of beans last year?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I won. I won last
Um,
year.
I mean, that
Hot beans.
that fucking Durin video you guys sent.
Oh,
The
durian.
durian, yeah.
That woman, that wasn't even in her mouth. I don't even know what less than a second is.
Yeah.
Like that's
tell
how
you right
fast
now.
she was like, "What?" No.
If-
It's just like-
If that was just sitting while we're recording and we have not ate it yet, I will
it's
tell
gonna
you now,
smell
you
bad.
will all have issues.
I don't want to
What-
have those issues.
What
And
if
that
it
will
was like in a
stay,
Ziploc
it
bag?
lingers. No.
It,
Not
it
even a Ziploc
permeates. It
bag?
permeates a Ziploc
No.
bag.
By
Yeah.
all accounts, no, Anthony. I have watched
Like,
videos on
I'm
this.
gonna
No.
tell you, it sounds super exaggerated, but at least for me, once you smell it, it's one of those things where you know
You can't unsmell
what
it.
it is, and then you're just like, oh, I know exactly what this smell is. And then it's just like, that's why, like, I'm not gonna lie, I am afraid for you guys.
Like I have been
Because-
told. I have been told it smells like a dead body.
It's not good.
Like,
I've had times where I've ate it, but like, the smell will will ruin it for the first part. But go ahead. I'm just ready.
Loser of No Swear September has to eat durian.
Oh God.
No, because I don't want to eat that.
Who
It
did
would be
lose
an
last
interesting
year?
I'm pretty
thing
sure
to
it was me.
try.
I'm pretty sure I lost.
It might have
like
been Jordan.
try it, sure, but for it to just like sit for like a whole like bit, it would be a problem.
Well, I think
and
we
I
had
feel
it.
like
It would be
would.
like in the first 15 minutes we do it. If that's
Okay.
not something that we would sit on, being aware of it as a problem.
Yeah.
Getting rid of it after that bit while still being live, that might be a different issue.
I mean,
Yeah.
also like, remember that when Scott gave me that hot bean a couple months
Yeah.
back? I will never speak again on the podcast because that was so awful that like it just kept going. Like the
Yeah.
pain was so intense.
Oh.
I
Nope.
just
Cody,
it was no,
no.
fun.
Cody, no,
another
I'm
thing that-
no, I'm vetoing that immediately. Sorry.
I don't know what that is.
He's
Oh.
saying no to it.
No, but I don't know what it is.
You don't want. It's the worst smelling fish in the world.
Okay, it's a fish.
that
It's,
one.
it's the
Okay,
thing where
okay.
you have to open it underwater, or else the smell will make you throw up immediately.
No, that's not. I don't want that.
How do
nasty.
people come
No.
up with this shit, and why did they continue to do it?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Blame whoever made
Um,
the strumming. Like,
Yeah, like Leland, like the beans don't work because you would have to tap out, and
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
if we can't all play the game, then we don't play the game.
and that's what makes
Yeah.
Bean Boozled work so well.
Yeah.
Have you? Speaking of hot, have you seen Maya Rudolph on Hot Ones last week?
No, I don't.
They do.
catch up in bulk.
They do a bit. He starts talking like, she takes a bite and she's like, "Oh, oh," and he's just like, "Now, Maya, now you once said this," and she goes, "I'm gonna have to stop you and say shut the fuck up for 5 seconds while I deal with this." And then he's just like, "Oh, okay," and he goes, "You and your sister have this." She goes, "Why the fuck are you talking about my sister? How dare you talk about my sister? Fuck this, fuck you, fuck this." Fuck all this. She's like drinking, and the girl, she's like downing beers, and she's like, and the girl comes, she goes,
Oh,
she goes,
for the beers.
she goes, "PA, come here." And this girl, she goes, "I want you to know I love you, that you keep bringing me these beers. But fuck him and fuck this sauce."
Ooh, I gotta watch that.
I gotta watch that. That
It's
sounds amazing.
amazing. Like, but she's just like, "I'm gonna stop you right now and ask you to shut the fuck up for 5 seconds." I was like, "Oh no, that must have been real hot."
I'm not against doing hot
Nipple
stuff.
clamps?
I would like to try and, like, I know Leland is heat sensitive.
Yeah, if
but,
it's
like,
got anything hotter than, say, pepper, apparently I'm not good.
Got it.
It was a
just
joke.
no cone ass.
But not wrong, and I have learned that.
But like doing the, what was it, the 350, 300? When we did our version of Hot Ones, when we did our hot sauce,
Oh, where
that-
spicy the
was that 300 or was that
the
350?
We're on
Well, we've only
270
done
right now.
270, so
That
we
was
haven't done any
200.
of those other numbers.
Was
Whatever.
200 the spicy
200.
one?
I guess
It was
250.
200. Well, that's only
Well, why wouldn't we just
500
do 250? Why wouldn't we just do it at the milestone of 100? Like, like 200. That's why I think it's 200.
Yeah, I think
Hold
it
on,
was
let me go look.
200.
It was last
270
year.
250 was
is only
drunk, the
5
drunk
months
one.
ago.
Wasn't 270 the drunk?
Well,
250 the
those
drunk
happen
one?
randomly too. I forget. We may have not done anything. I think we remember 250 coming up and like, oh man, we should do something about that. And then all of a sudden
We've
it was
also
250.
we've also not done a bracket in a while.
We have
Our
not
200th episode
mentioned it, and no
was
one,
the hot
no one
sauces.
contributed.
It was.
What's that, Steph?
It was the 200th episode. It was the
let's
hot
go.
sauces.
That makes more sense.
Hmm.
So maybe 300 we'll do it again because that was a lot of fun. Like we really started melting down at the end. I want to be, conscious of Leland, but I do
Well, it's-
also to make him sweat.
Right, but this year, if we do it at 300, I'm not going to be on a diet this year, so I can actually eat something with it versus what I was doing last year was just doing the dipping because I
months
couldn't
from
eat
now.
anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, for 300, let's do the spicy stuff. September, just keep it with the beans, but with the added stuff of chat being able to bean
like-
us. Like,
Okay.
and it still counts against you.
I mean,
Oh.
we'll
I
workshop
like the
this more.
overall tally.
It just
Okay, fine.
That's unfair. That's unfair because for some reason we do hold clout with like who wins and who loses that month.
we do.
We do. We
In what
literally
sense?
said who won No Swear September.
Sure, but once we say it, I don't think about it.
But we are making winners and losers out of it.
Oh, all right.
It says the guy like, I
I saw-
won last year. Yeah, I won.
was
It
like,
was me.
I don't
I
know.
won.
After
I
you
saw
only
us-
said, didn't you win last year?
I know that
I'm not
wasn't
saying
me.
I'm immune to it.
I just assumed we were all winners.
We are all winners. But you
Oh
know who
no,
the
I
true
failed.
winners
I know
are?
I did really bad.
I was
Audience.
the real loser because I ate the most beans. Oh, the most bad beans.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think the problem at the Bean is once we did Bloody Bandage, there was no longer any fun. Like it was just like, no,
Yeah, it
you've
was real
actively
bad.
made the most
You've gone
disgusting
too
thing in the
far.
world. Like
Yeah, I
I
already
thought
looked
vomit
if there's
was
more.
bad. You've actively made something worse than
It is-
putting a vomit flavored bean in my hand.
Yeah.
My beans did not include Bloody Bandage.
You are correct. You
No.
did
You're
not.
Yeah, mine
And
so
did.
neither will
lucky.
mine this year.
I
Because
am
I will not
fine.
have that.
Yeah, I am
Yeah.
fine if everyone else is fine. That is not the addition of beans that you
Okay,
purchase.
we can get any addition you want unless they do a new one, and then we all have to get the new one.
Yes, I agree with that.
No one might
that's the
still
only-
include Bloody Bandage.
And
If
we'll work
yeah.
past that. But I'm just saying, like, if it's a brand new one, I think we should all attempt to do the brand new one.
Yes, if they release the 7th
Yeah.
edition, then yes, we have to do that one.
And they may
Ooh.
not do that until next year. Like, who knows? They don't. Do they do these things yearly? I don't know how jelly beans
Already
work.
tried looking. They didn't have a 7th edition
A-
yet.
a-
They-
a release
their 6th
calendar?
edition is still.
Fucking
Yeah.
Beck is trying to go hard mode.
Make it no swear September bleed into the Sunday games. Oh boy.
Oh no.
Yeah,
was-
that'd be too hot.
That's
hard.
rough because our focus is pulled farther away from our conversation.
I am
at that
losing
point.
internet connection. I think
Yeah,
that's
All
you're
right, let's call
frozen
this a
now.
night then.
I think that
Okay.
storm is.
Thank you for joining us. We'll
That's
be
fine.
back on Sunday and Thursday for LRC gaming and
Yeah.
all sorts of fun things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the stream stopped for a little bit there because
then I will.
I got
So-
a black screen. Still counting.
like no, it's going now. Like
Yeah.
but I did get a reconnecting thing because yeah, there's a storm here, so I need to.
Ah, you
okay,
should have
fine.
said so.
Yeah.
All right.
I think I
Thank you
mentioned
so
that
much,
earlier.
everybody.
Thank you,
If you're
everyone.
still if you're still out there, we love you. Thank you. We will see you Thursday. We'll see you on the Discord and the socials. Bye.
Bye everybody.
Bye.